Oh, I hate
You're
when I
muted.
do
There you
that.
go.
Yes.
Okay. It
Pull
is
the
now.
JJ.
Yeah, I sure did. It is that's you, JJ.
For
We're
real.
looking down at us. I know you smiling and laughing and chuckling
Laughing.
and giggling. Stop that. This is Square One, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The boys are in the house. Myself, Comic Chat, Chris Knight, and of course, Anzo Bigger Four Entertainment. You're missing the fourth member of the Fantastic Four, but I'm sure he'll jump on if and when he can. But for everybody out there in the chat, everybody that's watching us, which seems to be 0 people now. I don't know why that is, but we still gonna rock and roll anyhow. How y'all doing, fellas?
Doing good,
Doing
man.
good.
How you doing?
Man, I can't complain. Something that's totally off topic. I have seen Spider-Man 2 times already, man. Once a day for the past 2 days. Was
What'd you think
contemplating
of it?
was contemplating going to see it again today.
I haven't
But
stopped watching it, brother.
hey,
Who?
somebody said last
Me.
night that it. Who was that
Thank you.
on the screen with last night? I think Ninja said this is number 1 movie, MCU movie. I said that's better than Infinity War.
Yeah, I heard him
And
say
he-
that.
and he said yeah. So
It's a good movie. I cannot say it's the best of the MCU. It's a very good movie though. And
if there's a such thing as perfect, Infinity War is perfect.
Right. Spider-Man's my number 2.
I don't see Spider. There was one plot hole for me for Spider-Man that I didn't like. So that's why I can't give it an A+.
The Doctor Strange not knowing.
Yeah, how you gonna cast a spell and not remember? That's crazy.
well, it didn't say that he wasn't going to remember casting the spell.
No. He said he won't remember anybody.
No, he won't remember. Nobody will remember Peter Parker. Doesn't mean he won't remember casting the spell. He'll cast the spell and it'll be like, well, what did I cast the spell for? What did I do?
No. Earlier when he went Wong, he did the same thing with Wong. Wong didn't remember the thing, but he remembered it because he cast a spell, so Wong would remember it.
So he wouldn't remember. In this case, he is casting a spell so everybody forgets.
No, I ain't that defeats the
What
purpose.
I heard, Danny,
didn't
was that
bother
the
me.
spell was so powerful that he couldn't even stop himself from not remembering. That's what I heard
And
last
then-
night. I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't
Well, and
specify
the other
that,
thing
but-
is if you watch till the end when they did the trailer for Multiverse of Madness, it's obvious that this spell is going to get turned back because something about the spell actually, even though he thinks he's stopped the multiverse, it has not stopped it.
All right, let's look at
But
this
anyways.
logically. Okay,
Yeah.
if I cast a spell, I'm going to do something, so I won't do something or prevent me from doing something. But if I cast a spell and I can't remember anything about it, then what's the need for casting a spell?
Well,
I mean,
he used it to help Peter Parker, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you controlling it, you should know everything what happened. It should be like, oh, I forgot that I did this because how about you might make the same mistake again
Yeah.
later on down the road. That's my logic behind it. If you cast a
I don't
spell,
think
then you're gonna remember everything. Why would I cast a
No,
spell?
he
that
just
I'm gonna
did a
forget?
spell for everybody to forget. And that's not just because you did that. You'll do the spell, and as soon as the spell is completed, he'll forget what he did it for. He won't forget doing it. He'll just forget who or what was to be forgotten.
That don't make sense to me, but it's neither here nor there. All right, let's go
Oh,
ahead.
hold on before we move on real quick because I just remembered.
Okay.
And I don't think I hope he was trolling, but Chris, Rob's boy Chris, said Amazing Spider-Man 2 is better.
Who said that?
Chris Goodman.
I don't know who that is.
CG.
Oh
from
man,
Rob Stone?
he crazy as hell. Yeah, he's smoking some shit.
So you capping, bro.
Chris is smoking. I'm telling you, man. Both nights when Andrew Garfield walked through that home, man, the crowd went crazy. Even more so last night.
Tell
They
me
went
you seen it in IMAX.
I didn't see it in IMAX.
I did.
Man, I was no way I'm going to see the second time in IMAX because I promised my grandson, one person.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I got home, it was my other grandson and their little friend, and I had to take all 3 of them, buy all that food. By the time I paid for it, it was $71. Not to mention my grandson, the small, who I know wasn't going to sit in a 2.5 hour movie. He all on the seat, rocking back and forth, feet, doing all kind of stuff, looking through the poles. We sit right there by the poles. What are you doing, man? Then in the middle of the movie, Grampy, I gotta go use the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
Get
And then on
this.
top of that, my other grandson and his little friend, they talking. Man, y'all be quiet. Shut up. You're not supposed to talk in a movie like this. Man,
AMC
experience
bought me and my kids all our drinks, and I get an investor popcorn, so I had a free popcorn with refills. And
whoop-de-doo for
since
you.
my
I had none of that shit.
my tickets, the seating picks got all screwed up. So they refunded my money for that, and then they gave me tickets for yesterday too, or for Thursday and Friday. I got those too.
There you have it.
So,
White privilege right there.
Yeah, for real.
No, you know me, guys.
Saw it in
I
action.
talk until people just give me what I want.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Mr.
No.
Shadow? I think he said something crazy too about he gave it a B.
I don't know.
What?
Yo, Nerd Man. Did you? Oh, bro.
Nerd Man pop on there talking that bull jive.
Yeah, Nerd Man was talking some bullshit. I'm like, what is wrong with you, dude?
I'm curious to see what LDG gonna say. I'm just curious.
I'm not sure I want to know yet, but I see on my box that they have the little thumbnail for the Matrix movie, and when I click on it, doesn't show up, so I don't know if it's out yet or not.
Hey,
but
I saw Matrix look pretty good.
it looks good.
Did y'all see that that movie for the all female James Bond called the 355s?
The what?
355? It's called the 355s.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to like when George Washington was president. He had this secret agent who was a female. Nobody knew about it but him. And then as time went, they progressed and it keep going and it spread out. There's like some in Russia, some in Japan, some in South America, some in Germany, and now some kind of big they gotta, for whatever reason, they gotta join forces to take down this big whatever that's gonna try to take over the earth. It's called the 355s. The 355s.
It's an all women's movie, so Chris won't like it.
It's all women.
Yeah, so Chris won't like it.
Nice. In fact, you muted, Chris. You muted.
I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it.
The girl in Black Panther is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Okoye? T'Challa's girlfriend.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna let you know how a movie like that's gonna be received, though. I mean,
it's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna wokeness. I can see it now.
Facts.
I can see
well,
it now.
a lot of people are gonna say that for sure.
Okay, now this is original movie.
I know.
Original movie. And it doesn't. I haven't seen anything like this. And let's see how, because they talking about, because they always say, why are you going to use an established character? I'm not saying you.
I like Ocean's 8. I know.
But always streamed it, always spew this wokeness. Now this is an original concept, original script. Let's see how they judge and critique it.
Still gonna have problems with it. All women cast, they're still gonna have problems with it, bro.
Yep, you're right. Well, I'm ready for those that say that shit. That's not what y'all saying.
You
get a problem when a woman takes an established character, and then they race bend it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
You know what group is gonna hit this movie hard?
Oh yeah. All right, let's get into the first category. What's up, Drop Shop? Thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it. Man, please share this link, tweet it out. We're gonna try and get people here.
I did too.
We want 20 people.
Doing it now.
Let's get 20 people up in here to discuss some good old NBA and NFL. The first topic of the night for the NBA. Let me get to it.
Hold on. I already know what it is.
What?
Steph Curry.
Negative. Westbrook. They are talking about trading him. They're saying that.
Yes.
They say that it just ain't working. I think now he might be even injured or something. And if I'm not mistaken, they brought Isaiah Thomas back. A little short Isaiah Thomas to be a starting point guard. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lakers are desperate.
So I think Westbrook is on the out. Now, do you think it's all him, or do you think that the chemistry just ain't right? I'm thinking he's getting a raw deal because he can't be that hard to play for. I just don't think he'd be that hard to play with.
Everywhere he goes, he's hard to play with, Danny.
I don't think it's all him, bro.
He
He has
to be.
So his game,
he
but he has changed his game since when he was OKC. OKC
Does-
was ball dominant. I think what's hurt him. I don't know whether he made good decisions or I don't know, man. It's just I feel bad for him, man. I feel bad for him. I do. Usually I don't feel bad for a player, but I don't know where he's gonna go. I don't know if he's gonna get a championship. I don't know.
Stay the fuck out of San Antonio.
Oh God! If you go there and start winning, you be all on him. Oh
Nope,
yeah,
I still won't want him there.
So if Westbrook come there and they go to a championship, you wouldn't give him his due?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I remember this date and time. Okay? I definitely don't believe that.
Hey, you know how long
so what's the
it took
question?
Me? You know how long it took me to accept Robert Horry? That first season, Robert Horry was with the Spurs. I swore he was sabotaging us, bro. I was like, "Fuck Robert Horry."
But what happened? He got y'all a ring or two, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he did.
Big shot Rob, and
he became Big Shot Rob. He get some shots, but that first year,
So what's the question?
Him. The question is, do you feel bad for Westbrook? Do you think it's a good move on the Lakers? Any thoughts that you may have? I personally feel bad for the brother because I used to thought that he would. I've seen a softer side of Westbrook. I really think he wants to win, but I don't know. I mean, he can't be no more demanding than Kobe was. Kobe wasn't a team player. Kobe tell you, man, you fucked up. Give me the ball. I mean, he can't be no difficult to play than Kobe. I heard Kobe was a definite asshole to play with.
Well, right now,
but he's beloved.
Because Kobe was the man. Kobe was like the next Michael Jordan. Westbrook is not on that level.
But Westbrook, he's not. I will give you that. He is not in their level as far as, but he plays hard for you.
He does. I give you that.
He don't sit on the bench. He gives you everything.
100%. But I think he still has that selfishness in him, and it's hard for him to play with guys like big name guys. He has to be the man to run a team, and I don't think he has it anymore. Like he gave all his best years to OKC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now he's about. I mean, if LeBron's not on the floor, he's about all they got, isn't he?
Yeah, because Anthony Davis is hurt, and they do the minutes management for LeBron. So I mean, I don't know. They got Rondo. I don't know why they're not playing Rondo. It's just kind of confusing. I don't understand what the Lakers are doing now.
Yeah, and I'm not positive.
Trying to throw away a championship.
Besides that, exactly what I mean, how much is actually behind this, and how much do we actually know? Is this like pretty solid information?
These are just talks based on what I've seen on Undisputed and and first take. Skip and Shannon were talking about this, saying that it's just not working. Shannon said, I think Friday or Thursday show, that the Lakers organization feel like it's just not working, the chemistry they need, and that
so you get rid of Westbrook, then you got to play LeBron more, and then you got to find somebody else to bring in there too. I mean, it doesn't make much sense right now, and I don't know. They're still right around 500, aren't they?
No, they're 6 now.
They're 6. Okay.
In the West, they're ranked number 6.
So they're moving up.
Yeah. Listen, even if there's something that you feel isn't working, you might just need to let this go a little bit longer. But it's the NBA.
I agree with that too.
Listen, here's the fact. Do I feel sorry for him if it happens? No, that's just the game. You know what? It is how the game is. Is it right? Maybe not. But that's the game. Do I ever feel sorry about somebody who makes $1 million+ a year getting moved from one team to the next? No, because you know what? If I was making $1 million a year or whatever his contract is, I'm not going to sit there and complain about it.
They're 16 and 14.
Okay, so they're still hovering right around 500. But I'd say majority of the reason why they're still around 500 and still even in a place where they're going to the playoffs, which I know we're a long ways. We're still like 50 games
Months.
away from the.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still away from it. The only reason why they're still there and competing right now is mostly probably because of Westbrook. So it would seem really stupid on their part to throw away a chance to make it to the playoffs. Right now, if it isn't working, you got to be looking for the guy that's going to give you the same type of production, give you the production and give you the same chance to win games that he has been giving you so far. If you can't find that, then you hold on to the guy. That's what I would do.
But see what sounds so hypocritical is that the Lakers organization saying, you don't think he's good, let's get him up out of here. But if he was tired of the Lakers organization and want to get up out of here, there'd be some people be saying, that's not right. He's going to go to a super team or he's going to do this, this, and this. So you can't have it both ways.
That to me, that's not necessarily true. It depends on how he's trying to get out of there, right? If he's playing his games and he's talking about, I want to be traded, no problem. But when you start holding the team hostage and like, I'm not playing till you trade me and stuff like that, that's when I have the issue. I don't care if you want to trade. Go right ahead. But as long as you're on that team, you play for that team until they trade you. You know what I mean? You don't sit out and I'm not playing for you guys no more until you... Again, I'll say there's.
Could be. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just looking for the right words, Danny. There's times where maybe that is acceptable on the way the organization treats you. So there may be some times where I'm like, yeah, they fucking treating you like shit. Yeah, don't play for them. Sit out until you get traded. I guess it all depends on an individual situation for me.
Yeah, I got you.
But I think one of the biggest problems, and this is going to be, the Lakers are getting old. I think that is the biggest problem. The Lakers are old. You know what I mean? LeBron James is always hurt. AD is always hurt. I think they need to get some young guys up in there to help out, man.
Shit, they trade out all the young guys for the old guys.
Right.
And that's your problem sometimes for trying to get a win now. Is that you trade away? I mean, and you see it like in the NBA and a lot of NBA, but MLB and a lot of other places is that sometimes you just gotta, in order to get all of that, you have to sell your soul to get it.
Isn't balling right now?
Oh yeah,
isn't he balling right now? Lakers drafted him.
Yeah, both of them. Both of them.
Right. Got rid of them way too quick.
Went to Chicago. Way too quick. With Chicago, well, he went to Pelicans first,
right?
And now he's on him and Zach LaVine. Man, they killing it.
Yeah, they're killing it over there in Chicago, right? So that's the thing. It's like they have some young bucks. Kuzma's still there?
Nope, they trade him.
See, Kuzma's gone. You know, yeah, I think they're way too young.
Yep,
I'm way too old.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think you hold on to the guy until you find somebody who's going to give you the same type of production, same type of value.
Hey, you never know. He might get traded for Kyrie.
I don't think that's going to happen. And that's going to segue right to the next question, which involves Kyrie. Guess what? Kyrie Irving returned to the Nets for 9 New York games. The governor said he was tired of that shit. He's accustomed to winning. So all the games that's not going to be played in New York, guess who will be suiting up? That'll be Mr. Kyrie Irving. So he stood his ground. And in the NBA, it showed their true colors. That ain't about. That ain't about. Well, not the NBA. The New York showed their true colors.
Facts.
It ain't about the safety of and
players.
Social distancing. It's about winning and losing.
Facts. 100%. And now they losing without him. It's like, okay, you know what?
Yeah,
Come back to us. Back to us.
Maybe it's okay. He didn't take a shot. We can work with this.
Right.
See, if I was him, I'd charge the motherfuckers the rest of my salary. Oh, okay. Oh,
you want me to play?
You want me to play? I need the rest of my salary. Or at least half of it. You're gonna give me half of them games I missed. Thank you.
Facts. You're gonna pay me for those games that
You're gonna pay me for them away games that you couldn't let me play for the whole time.
No, because he made the decision not to do what they asked him to do.
But now they're losing, and now that James Harden hurt, they're
calling for him back.
It's okay.
Then fine. Okay. Then he can just sit down and not do it. Then he's looking like, no.
Chris, put yourself in that situation.
I'm not saying that he's not doing the right thing.
No. I'm
not saying that I wouldn't ask for that. Okay. I'm just saying that here at this point right now, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that because they're going to look at him and go like, well, you made the decision not to play.
Okay, but let me ask
not
you,
us.
If it's acceptable 2 months now and nothing has changed, then why wasn't it acceptable 2 months ago?
And he didn't make the decision.
Nothing has changed. They made that decision.
That's true.
Right. They made.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, I just don't. I don't think he'll get it. He can ask for whatever the hell he wants.
You're right. He may not get it, but at this point, they seem desperate. So I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, you give me that."
No, what you do is what I just said. I want double. Well, we're not going to do that. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you guys next season.
Yeah, I'll see you next season. Facts.
Yeah. Because I'll be like, okay, I see home games, I'll give you that. But all those away games y'all made me miss,
shit,
I want that.
See, didn't we kind of say that's what they should have done at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
What's stopping you from doing it? What's stopping them from playing these other games?
It's ridiculous what they did to him, but they tried to muscle, you know what I mean, about muscling him, and that's exactly what it is, because ain't nothing different from, like Donnie said, from 2 months ago till now. The only thing that is fucking different is
they win they're
losing games. Yeah, that's the only thing that's different.
Yeah, if they was winning, I guarantee they wouldn't.
They wouldn't even fuck. Yeah, they be talking about trading him, bro.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
I want to see what Stephen A. say Monday about this. I'm gonna watch it. I'm off Monday and Tuesday.
Right, because I'll watch it. Because Stephen A. was the biggest. Kyrie's selfish.
They betrayed him.
Yeah.
Kyrie stick to his guns. Look like he's holding out.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
Yep. Okay, that was very entertaining topic. When I saw that, I started chuckling. But Anzo, you were kind of right. Boom. Who will be the MVP? Because right now it's neck and neck. Steph Curry had to leave, but his last 3 or 4 games, his stats are going down for his percentage. I think when he won that, and somebody said, Shannon said today, yesterday, just because you won the 3-point championship or the 3-point all time, that doesn't make you automatically MVP. You got to keep producing and stuff. So right now, since KD is really carrying the team by himself, he's averaging like 39 points, 10 rebounds, and I forgot maybe 10 or 11 assists. They asked him to step up because he usually was much lower than that because he had to distribute the ball between the 2 other superstars. Right now, he is the number 1 option for offense. So
he should always be the number 1 option on that team.
But not when you got somebody of Kyrie and James Harden caliber.
He should still be number 1. I know he likes to distribute and stuff, but he should be always the one that's taking the last shot. He should always be the one that's taking over the games. I think they should always give it to KD because KD right now to me is the number 1 guy. It's not LeBron. It's not LeBron anymore. It's KD.
I agree with him, but when you got 3 stars like that, it's hard, especially 2 of them. Him and Kyrie are closers. I can't say that for Harden. Harden sometimes he chokes.
Right. Yeah.
But if you got Kyrie and Kevin Durant, shit, that's like fucking Batman and Robin.
No, 100%. But at this point, Kyrie hasn't played for how long?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's probably gonna be some ring rust.
Right.
Once he get back in the game shape.
I agree.
Right now, KD has put him on his back, and now they're number 1. They're number 1 in the East, where they wasn't.
Yeah, man. I'll go with KD because I don't like Steph Curry.
Look at the track record though. By the time the season comes, is over, and the MVP gets decided, Steph Curry is probably going to be the number 1 pick, the number 1 choice on that.
I don't know. He's gonna have to. I don't know if he can sustain it and then I don't know how Clay's gonna be.
When's Clay coming back? Because that's gonna show a lot too, right?
Clay's supposed to come back at the All-Star break. When I'm hearing,
So when Clay comes back and when Kyrie comes back, that's gonna determine probably who's gonna win MVP, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I think that will determine who wins it.
Right now in the East, Brooklyn is 21-8. Chicago is number 2 with 17-10. Milwaukee is number 3 with 19-12. So
There's a lot of these guy teams have a lot of losses in this early season, eh?
because the top 6 in the East is Brooklyn, Chicago, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Miami, and Charlotte.
Charlotte, really?
Yeah, Charlotte is 16-15. Man, that young ball brother, he's like Showtime.
I haven't watched him play yet.
Oh yeah, he's very good, very exciting. Number 6 in the top 6
Better than
in
Michael
the West.
Jordan, like his father would say.
Fuck no. Their games look more like Magic. They got a lot of passing and razzle and dazzle. In the West is Golden State 1, Phoenix 2, Utah 3, Memphis Grizzlies 4, the Clippers 5, and the Lakers are 6.
See, the Clippers and Lakers being 5 and 6 is really alarming to me. You know what I mean? Those are the teams that a lot of people expected to be in the hunt for a long time.
Yeah, I'm really shocked. Memphis is above those two.
Memphis been playing good for the last couple of years, man.
Yeah,
but the fact that they're above them, yeah, I agree with you.
I think Ja Morant been hurt for a minute. I don't know if he's back yet or not, but I'm glad to see these teams are doing good. What's up, Josh? It's been a minute, bro.
Yeah, what's up? It's
Josh.
the young bucks, man. The NBA's the young guys are taking over, which happens all the time, right? You have the best players older; they're getting older now, you know, and these young guys are stepping up their games.
What up, G Major? I'm hearing that LeBron is just trying to hold on because he want to play one season with his son. That's what I've heard for the last few years. And I want to thank Bronny. I see a lot of his tapes on YouTube. I'm not sure whether he's a junior or senior, but he's dominating the high school ranks. So,
man, I get that you want to play with your son and stuff, but I think that's kind of like, you know what I mean? So what are you gonna do if the Lakers aren't the one that drafts his son?
I think LeBron got enough power and influence that he's gonna make that happen. If fucking damn, what's the lowest team in the East and West? Let me see now. Just so I can make this argument. Shit, the lowest team in the East is in the West is Sacramento. No, OKC. If OKC to draft him, should he be going to OKC? And if Detroit was to draft him, he'd be going to Detroit.
LeBron, right?
Yeah, LeBron be.
I think so too. Yeah.
So he gonna make that happen, and nobody gonna turn him down because even though it might be his 2021st, nobody. Based on what they're saying and based on what I've seen, his IQ is so high that he's gonna make somebody better. Then he gonna get up them nights. Yeah. He's gonna get up them nights with him and his son playing together, and his son showing off.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think he might try to make that happen, and I won't be mad at him because if I was a father in that position, I ain't gonna lie. If I could play with my boy on that kind of stage,
yeah. I'd want to do it too. Yeah, I'd want to do it too. But by doing stuff like that, though, you know, is that why he's doing all of this load management stuff?
I think so.
So that he can keep his body. But if that's what he's doing, then he's hurting his team at the moment now, right?
I think he don't care.
I probably don't.
If I'm honest, I think he want to win, but if he don't, then okay.
Yeah. He has.
I done got my money.
Right.
I'm set.
I got my rings already.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my boy straight and pass the torch to him. So,
all right. Yeah. I agree.
What do you think, Chris?
You see, you guys you guys are tearing into this like I don't know, man. This for everything in sports. Like you're talking about young guys being the thing right now, and I don't know, man. This year in literally all sports. I mean, think about what we're just going through right now in the NHL and the NFL right now.
They're a different language when you say NHL.
I'm not even going into. I'm not going into the actual NHL. I'm talking about everything right now. The teams you're talking about that are actually playing well, Charlotte, things like this. The teams that you might not think that are going to be there. This year's just really weird because of the current conditions everybody's playing under, the different things going on, the world we're in. That's kind of, and some of these young guys, think of it this way: these guys might just be more conditioned to be able to handle. I don't know. Young guys want to prove the world, and so they try harder. They're more. They're more aware that they need to be on point with everything. So I mean, I don't know. This year's just really weird when you look at teams like LA having issues, and Anzo brought up a good point. And Danny, like you said, they've all traded their young players. When you got old players, it's going to look, you put these guys against anybody on one day, give them enough time to rest up, they're going to kick your ass. When you put them out there, put them through the grinder, day in, day out, day in, day out. Those young guys, if they got talent, they're going to be able to compete.
Facts, 100%.
At the end of the season is when you really see these things. That's when the young teams and younger players kind of do fall apart because they're not used to how that playoff atmosphere is.
Facts.
And that's what we're seeing it with LA. They're holding back their big players because they know that all they got to do is make it to the playoffs.
Right.
And once they get there, they're going to let them loose.
Right.
And so what we're seeing right now with these teams that you might not think that would be where they're at, it's because they're playing these players, these younger guys and stuff that day in and day out can take this grind. So they're getting the wins, they're staying in competition. It's going to be a different picture when you get to the playoffs, probably.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
And then, like I said, go ahead.
I think it's smart basketball, and I give credit to the coach that shall not be named down there in San Antonio for starting that bullshit. But the only problem I have with that is that it cheats the fan. Because let's say, for instance, I can only afford to go to one NBA game. Mm-hmm. And the one NBA game that I pick is coming close to town, which for me would be the Hornets. And I want to see LeBron James play. He come there, and then this one of the nights he take load management. I just spent probably a few $100s to see some sucker that I barely know. I wouldn't know if I didn't read the back of his jersey. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I hate about load management. Mm-hmm. If they would give us like a heads up, hey, like they did, like they just did this one. I think Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Mooney, and somebody won't be flying to Canada for low. I think something wrong with Draymond's back. I think Steph Curry just taking a night off and something else. So I know that. So I would know, okay, we're not going to that one because we're not going to see the star players. So as long as they would give us some kind of heads up or email or something, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But with that load management,
I think they do, Danny. I think they do now.
Well,
because I remember there was one game where San Antonio was playing Miami. Right. And, Pop likes to play his games. And in that game, he sat Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker. And the league went crazy. I think they fined him like $50K. And now you always have to announce the games ahead of time that these guys are going to be sitting.
It's like the NFL does. The NFL does, the starting roster. So, so you got I think it's 48 hours. You have to give them, here's our starting roster. Now, it can change. So due to injury or other things unforeseen, it can change. But if they're able to play and you say they're going to play, then the NFL requires you to. I think Major League Baseball, for the most part, wants them to have the starting lineup out a day or two in advance.
I don't think NFL is that problematic like the NBA.
What I'm saying is that the NBA should probably look to something like that. And if Fonzo's right, then they've already done that. But it would be nice. I mean, because like for instance, you go to the last NFL game of the year. Like for instance, if the Chiefs are up 2 games, and in the number 1 seed, and they know they've locked up the number 1 seed before the last game of the year,
Chances of
which
them playing are
they're going to sit everybody,
right.
and you know it. There's certain times that you do know it, but yes, during the season, you should. Because that's why you go. You know, if it was Jordan on the Bulls, you went to go see him
Jordan,
with the Bulls.
not the Bulls,
you
right.
did exactly. So when you got people like that, you want to know if they're going to play. You want to also know if they're going to only play 20 minutes. So like what they're doing with LeBron right now, that's got to probably be pissing off a lot of people. Because think about the A-list people that go to these Laker games, man. I mean, they spend thousands of dollars.
Right. And then you go in there and LeBron James playing for like the first quarter, and then you don't get to see him no more. You know what I mean?
Like, and so but again, you also can look at it like anything else, like a McDonald's or like a bookstore or something like that. The product they put on the shelves or the product they put in that bag when they give it to you, they're the responsible people for it. So if you don't like it, don't go to the games. But that's always been the answer. Don't support the product if you don't like it. And then it's up to the teams to change it. So that's where you got to hurt them. And we all know that doesn't really work, but that's your choice, My father in 95 or whenever they did the last Major League Baseball strike, we had season tickets every year. And after that, and he lost like all 81 games almost, if I remember right. And they didn't give him his money back. And he was so pissed off. He says, I'm never buying season tickets again. And I mean, that's just, you got to stick to your guns. If you don't like the fact that you don't know if people are going to play when you want to see these people, then you just stay at home and watch the game.
Right. Because imagine you're buying season tickets now and you get 42 home games and only 20 of them Kawhi is playing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd be pissed off.
No, because that's why I'm buying those tickets. I ain't buying it to see the B team. I want to see my A team out there. Absolutely. I want to see them 3/4 of the game at least.
Absolutely.
You see, you don't get that. Right, what's going on? You don't get that in like college basketball, because college basketball, those guys, if they're the scholarship guys, the big guys,
they're trying to get to the NBA, so they got to play.
Exactly, but that's my point.
But you don't have that. That's one thing bad about NBA. You don't know whether or not they're giving you 100% some nights, because they're like, oh man.
Oh yeah, I know.
Why the fuck?
Yeah, you watch these games, man.
That's why
I pay some attention to the regular season. I really pay attention during the playoffs, because that's when they're out there and they're really trying, I think.
But they don't get paid.
You see some of these games, huh?
During the playoffs, they don't get paid.
That's not the point. They want that rank.
I'm just saying, but HT Bossel LD, thanks, man. I think you the first time coming here. We appreciate it, man. You support.
I've seen him around.
Thanks for the support, man. Absolutely.
Yes.
He said sometimes you know in advance by looking at the schedule. When they play small teams, you know big names may not show up. That is true.
And that is true. But that again, it's not just the NBA. It is a lot of these.
Yeah, but like Danny said, it's not like that in football, though.
No.
You know what I mean? I think it's because football is once a week.
I've never heard a quarterback doing a load management.
No, absolutely not. No.
They'll play
until the last. They'll play until the last game, and if, like Chris said, if they're up to the point where they locked off a playoff spot and stuff, then they won't play that last game. But a lot of teams also will make the quarterback maybe play the first quarter just to keep him fresh. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then bring in the subs.
Because, man, if I was to pay all that money for a Super Bowl ticket or a playoff ticket, and Tom Brady decided, I'm going to take a load management off, man, I'll be throwing out that stadium. I guarantee you I'd act a donkey that day.
Absolutely. I'd be pissed too.
We're back all here. We got a situation in Section G. We got this Negro acting a donkey. Section G.
Angry black man over here, guys.
We saying them words that we said on OC.
OC, yeah.
Oh, we got an angry Negro.
Yes.
however you could get court seats and sit next or near LeBron, Kawhi, etc. Yeah, about
but I
$5,000
mean,
a pop. Shit,
right. And then like I didn't come to sit next to you. I
hell
came
no.
to watch you play. You know what I
That's
mean?
right. That's
I
right.
didn't come to sit next to your ass. I didn't give a fuck about sitting next to you. You're not gonna talk to me anyways. You know what I mean?
Lying. Yeah, if you sign on me a couple shoes or something, that might be worth it.
Right.
Other than that, no, thank you.
Fucking right.
All right, let me go ahead and transition.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Into NFL. Oh, this first topic. Boy, when I saw this, I was like, yeah. Yeah. Mr. Urban Myers, guess what, buddy?
Mhm.
He has been fired. FIRED. They said, get your monkey ass out of here and go back to coaching them college boys because you cannot coach men. Does this put a nasty taste, or does this strengthen the stigma that college coaches cannot transition into pro coaches and be successful?
Ooh, that's a good question. I know there wasn't the Harbaugh brothers. Wasn't he a college coach before he came to Baltimore, or one of
He's
them?
professional now. He went back to college. I think pros can transition to college. I'm not sure what college.
He was professional and went to college. Okay.
One of them used to be over the 49ers, and one of them used to be over the Ravens.
Right.
One of those coaches went to Michigan. I'm not sure which one.
Okay. I thought it was the other way around.
It was the Harbaugh brothers.
Yeah.
One over the 49ers, one over the Ravens. One of them left and went and coached for Michigan. And I think they're doing very well. They talk about being in the national championship this year. So he is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? Anybody that want to go on it?
Writing was on the wall.
That team sucked.
He's had let's look at it. He wouldn't be the first coach to get fired for the team's performance. This is a little more. There's multiple reports of him literally yelling and degrading players, which you as a coach, I don't care if this is your first season. This is his first season there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or second. Okay. Yeah.
First.
Listen, do that shit to grown ass man.
Well, not just that. Well, that's the difference between college. That's always a thing. A lot of people said about Pete Carroll when he came up to Seattle. They didn't think he was going to make it. He didn't make it the first time. He went to college, was a beast in college, then came back up, and people were like, I don't think he can do it. And now look at what he's done. He's done a pretty damn good job in Seattle. So
got a ring.
But exactly. But here's the thing. When you're a first-year coach, it doesn't matter how you got there, former coordinator, former head coach at a college football team, any of this stuff. Hey, Jason, what's going on? Any of that. Your first year should be only assessment. You probably shouldn't even be doing that much coaching personally. You should probably be saying, guys, talk to your assistants and say, guys, I want fundamentals. I want basics. I just want to get a basic idea of what I have. No, he's jumping on these guys the first year. Listen, you go 1 year in, you play your team with what you got. You get your record 0-17, 2-15, whatever it ends up being.
I'm trying to read your T-shirt. I blew it up. I got you.
Oh, you're good. It's only funny until someone gets hurt, then it's freaking hilarious. I have one that says fucking hilarious, but it's the truth. Anyways, you have to just kind of be a fly on the wall. You coach, but you don't need to be very vocal to the players. They gotta feel comfortable with you. You gotta feel comfortable with them. After a year goes by and you have some clue of what you got, you might be able to pull somebody aside and kind of whisper in their ear, listen, motherfucker, get your shit in gear. But you're hearing this about on the practice field in front of the whole team, going up to people, calling them out, saying they're not doing their job, doing shit like that. Listen, that's not that's never going to help you. These, like you said, Danny, these are grown men. They went through college. They went through the guy that basically held their chain because that's what they had to do to get to the NBA. Once they get NFL. Once they get to the NFL, they don't want that. And they're going to talk about it. They're going to tell the newspapers. They're going to tell ESPN. They're going to write memos. They're going to tell their agent. They're going to tell the owner, the assistant coaches. and it's going to get out there. And like I said, he's had multiple incidents this year on this team. He has a prior history of kind of mishandling players, even in college. If he had just stopped and chilled out, he might have been, he might have been better off. But he can't get out of his own way. So the writing was on the wall. So I mean, it does not surprise me at all.
Right, and see, to your point though, Chris, what you're saying is, you got to be humble yourself your first year, right? Because you're playing with guys or you're coaching guys who have been in the NFL for like 10, 15, whatever years already. And then you're going to come in there your first year, you haven't proved anything, and start belittling guys. Nah, you're not going to last. You're not going to last. You have to build some kind of rapport with these guys. You got to know how, and everybody's different, right? So when you're on a team, you have to know who you can yell at, who you can't yell at, who you can show tough love to, maybe who you need to baby. And you're not going to learn all of that in the first year. So when you're going in there, you just got to humble yourself, coach how you're going to coach, and then learn your players, and then move on from there.
And it's a whole different beast, man. Those college kids, the first time away from home, some of them don't have a father figure. Some of them don't have structure. You provide all that to them, and then they know. And then most of them are like, "Man, this is the only way I can get my family out of this mess." So I gotta listen to this asshole, even though I think he's an asshole. And then some coaches are doing great jobs, and they players look up to him because they can see the change from freshman to junior to whatever. But man, when you're in the NFL, man, you're a multi-millionaire. Most of them. You're a grown ass man. If you put your hands on this individual, you probably break him in two.
Right.
And then he talking all this shit.
Right.
Yeah, putting his hands on me. I read one of the things where I think he like kicked the kicker or something.
Oh yeah,
he kicked him. Now the guy, if it was a kicker or whoever,
punter, kicker,
the guy said it wasn't like he hurt me, but he did kick me, and he said he did kick him, and he says it wasn't like it was a soft kick. I mean, I guess that was almost that like protection. I'm not a pussy because I handled the kick, but it wasn't a soft kick. I mean, that's basically how he put it.
You get punched in the face for things like that.
You can't do that. Well, that's the thing. I mean, and then on top of it, here's the other thing about that. You certainly don't do it when you're 2 and whatever they are.
Right.
If you're 9-1, I'm not saying you should do it, but you're probably gonna have a lot more leg to stand on. If you're 9-1, 2 and whatever.
Winning, I agree.
Yeah, no. You just said,
y'all remember the movie Any Given Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was Bill Bellamy or somebody was telling a story like one of the extras, like Jim Brown be fucking with all of them and stuff. So Jim Brown was just fucking is one guy that he was an actual football player, but he was on there like showing them things that you do to make the moves look more authentic. But anyway, it got heated that this football player picked Jim Brown up, man, and slammed the shit out of his ass. And they made him leave. And Jim Brown was like, damn, I was just fucking with him. So I say this now: if somebody of Jim Brown's stature gets fucked up by one of these young bucks that I guess don't know who he is and know that he's a legend, this kind of stuff, what the hell he think he gonna do? Get one of them big 200, 300-pound defensive tackles or linebackers? Man, no.
I agree with you. That's why I think maybe he kind of picked who he yelled at. You know what I mean? Because
he's feeling himself.
Yeah, one of the two. You know what I mean? And
what college he came from? He used to coach.
I don't know.
Urban?
Yeah, it was one of those.
Florida?
No, it wasn't Florida. It was something like on the West Coast.
Was it? Was it you? No, hold on.
Was it Trojans, maybe?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Either way,
Bowling Green Falcons, then Utah Utes, and Florida Gators. Yeah, Florida. From 2005 to 2010, and Ohio State. He went to Ohio State.
That's it. Ohio State Buckeyes. Yeah.
So you may be able to get away with that stuff. What up, Boston? You may be able to get away with that stuff when you're coaching these college kids, but when you get to the NFL,
that's grown ass man, boy.
Damn right.
NFL, that should never fucking lose your mind. That what that stand for. because you're gonna lose your mind.
So
You think you're gonna take on these millionaires
this year? Hold on, just a second. I gotta disable this damn ad blocker. Hold on. There we go. I did. Okay, there we go. All right. So this was an article For the Win on January 21st of this year. It appears Urban Meyer's messy, controversial legacy won't be enough to deter the desperate Jaguars. I mean, that's the thing. This guy has tons. It says even before the team fired coach Doug Marrone this month, though Meyer had interest from the University of Texas, he passed on that opportunity, apparently enough to get the NFL job. Let's see here. In 2018, Meyer was suspended for the first 3 games of Ohio State season. The university staged an investigation and found he failed to uphold the university standards when he chose not to report Courtney Smith's allegation of abuse against Buckeyes assistant Zach Smith. Meyer also lied about the situation in Big Ten Media Day. He has retired twice due to health concerns, and while there is plenty of testimony that those health issues are legitimate, he left behind nothing but turmoil. Upon departing from 2 universities, the Florida football team was falling apart under Meyer. And, of course, he retired from the Buckeyes job in the wake of a cover-up of the Smith allegations. There are plenty of reasons why Meyer hold on, I was looking for this.
And this is who the Jags hired?
Yeah, I mean, this was already there. They knew the guy they were getting. And they put him in an NFL situation. And, again, they were having a bad situation.
That's weird.
After he walked into a bad situation, and if he had just chilled out, he could have been 2-15 this year, and he might have had a chance next year. But here's the thing: no, he took gasoline, he poured it on the wood that was already smoldering, and he said, "I got another match here. Let's just keep this thing burning."
Yep.
I'm not saying the Jags were on the brink of getting to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that at all. This is the type of thing that puts a team back even further than they were already. Well, I understand it. What I'm saying is you took a bad situation that last season.
Yeah, that made it worse.
And you made it worse. And that's only going to listen. This is why you can't trade for people. So here's the thing: they get a good head coach. That good head coach is going to have to stay for 2 to 3 seasons before people forget about stuff like this and are willing to get traded to a team like that. These are the things that these players take into account.
Yeah.
And they got the, like, I forget his name, but the quarterback they have.
What up, Caleb?
People were thinking that was going to be like, that he was going to be like a stud. I'm not saying they were going to win.
He was, what's his name? He was the quarterback from Clemson. God, I can't.
Yeah. And now this kid is probably looking at everything and going like, great.
Isn't that the kid
career.
that never lost a game?
Something like that.
In college and high school and college?
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him?
It was the guy that played for Clemson. I cannot think his fucking name.
Whatever. The thing is this kid's now thinking, great. Where's my career going to go now?
Trevor Siemian, I think his name was.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I mean, and that's detrimental to a player. You talk about players with talent. Okay, look at what Patrick Mahomes had. Patrick Mahomes had Alex Smith for 1 season, and then they brought him in, and he kind of already understood everything. They kind of just brought him along nice and clean and kind of let him become what he is.
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. The kid the kid in San Diego, same thing. They're not making this kid have to win. They're letting him learn and become his own player. Unfortunately, this kid down in Jacksonville, it's disarray. You have no direction. You're going to lose the first 2, maybe 3 seasons of your career to crap because so I mean, think about what that kid's thinking. He's like, I want out, but I'm on a rookie contract. I can't get out. I mean,
yeah.
His career is pretty much fucked unless he keeps strong, does the best he absolutely can, and then when it's time to get out of Dodge, get the fuck out of Dodge, because he's going to have to find a team that's willing to probably look at the fact that he was on a team that just had no chance, and his stats aren't going to be that great.
He got a chance because I never thought Matt Stafford would ever get out of Detroit, and he did it. He did the impossible. So
That is true.
So he has a chance to get out of that situation. So we'll see.
Well, hopefully, because one thing about quarterbacks is if you got a good quarterback, it's hard to get a good quarterback. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think teams like to hold on to their quarterbacks a lot. But yeah, they got to build around him though. They got to give him something, or else you're just wasting his talents there. And you see, that's a situation where I would be like, if he sat out and didn't want to play, I could completely understand. You're young, you got something to prove, and you're sitting on a team that's just not helping you out and show people what you can do. Then yeah, I would fucking sit out and try and get traded for sure. For sure.
All right. Good discussion. Let's jump on to the next one. Prime time. HBCs in the past have been traditionally a location or a place where NFL scouts could go and find people. There's a long list of HBCs that have Hall of Fame players.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Actually, I heard the list today. I know Strahan was one, Shannon Sharp was one, Walter Payton was one. But as time has passed, it's going to, and Shannon Sharp says PWIs, predominantly white colleges, have taken that spot, so to speak. But primetime, Deion Sanders was able to get the number one high school recruit in the nation to Jackson State. So, do you think that this is going to be the new norm, or you think that because of his notoriety and his charisma, he was able to make this deal? Or what are your thoughts?
Notoriety, charisma. They were 14-1, 15-1 this season. Listen, he's proven he can. I am surprised the fact that he's winning the way he is at that place. I'm not saying he couldn't. I'm surprised. But look at the coaching people he has too. He has some good coaches with him. It is not just the fact that he's winning and that he's got a team that can do something. It is him. Nobody goes to Jackson State because they can be undefeated every year. You're just not going to go to Jackson State. Jackson State isn't going to get up to the top 4. I mean, with Sanders there, they might, because his notoriety will help that team. That's the only reason why that team will ever be talked about. And again, like I said, they could be a great team. They could be I think it's like 16, or not 16, 14 games a season or something like that. It's so hard in college because like not everybody plays the same amount of games. Right. It's weird. Right. But whatever the make sure.
I'll say it's definitely. Well, while you look for that, I'll say it's definitely,
overall 11. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's definitely because of Deion Sanders. That's it, like right then and there. Yeah.
11-2 overall. They lost their last game, so they lost their championship. But that's his first season. 11-2. That if you go there, one with him, that you're, even though it's a no-name school, it will get a name because he's there. I think this was also genius on Deion Sanders' part. Because I mean, come on.
All right.
You go to a no-name college. There's no competition. You win. Your name is going to get their name up.
Yeah.
You're not fighting with Ohio State. You're not fighting. I mean, yeah, it's just.
And you still get notice, right? You'll still get notice whether you're there, and you may get even more notice because you're dominating in a league now, right? You're not just fighting and middle of the pack or whatever. You're in a league where you can dominate, and you're dominating every other position, like every other quarterback in that league. Yeah. It was a good move. Deion Sanders.
It was. I mean, because I think a lot of people, maybe not you guys, and I wasn't necessarily, oh my God, what's he thinking? I was surprised he even took a coaching position because this guy can make more money on TV than he can in coach. But hey, he loves the sport. Can't blame the guy.
Yeah.
And
G Major, $2 super chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Alonzo been saying that for years about the Lions. What? That they suck?
I think so because they do suck.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, no disrespect to your team.
Yeah,
But
I was very shocked that he took the coaching job, but shit. I can tell you one thing. Didn't they say that Warren Sapp was talking about coming there and help coaching and T.O.?
I heard that.
If he get both of those cats, man, they're gonna get the players coming through like crazy because all three of those players are top fives
Hall
in
of
their
Famers.
positions.
Yeah, Hall of Famers.
So you be fooled. Hey, if it was my son, shit, he wouldn't even have to talk. You ain't got to come to my house. You do not have to come to my house. Go ahead and send us the hat. My son will be there on training day.
Well, who better to learn from than?
Yeah. If you're a quarterback,
yeah.
So
quarterback, defensive. You got Warren Sapp there. You got T.O. and
wide receiver.
And then you got Deion Sanders.
Yeah. So I think I don't think it's gonna be his first number one. Well, this would not be his last top 10 nationwide player he gets. So as long as they can keep him interested, as long as they can keep it. Well, I don't know how much commentators make, as far as on these shows, man. But I don't like some of these coaches around here, man. They get like 4 or 5 million, some maybe more than that. Like Saban, probably more than that. Not to mention, you to get their own talk show in that local market. You to get the free cars and stuff at the local Chevrolet or Cadillac. So they get a lot of perks as a coach. So I don't know what package they put together in Jackson State for him. So I'm pretty sure he ain't hurting.
Did you ever see the Cold as Balls episode with Jerry Rice? Jerry Rice literally was saying, the person he hated the most was Deion Sanders.
Damn.
As
a person or as a competitor?
He said they didn't really get along too much because they were totally different, but definitely as a competitor as well. He said he would see Deion lined up and he would have to go out of he had to do his best to get away from Deion Sanders. Like
I know Deion Sanders said on one that he never talked shit to Jerry Rice. He said he never talked shit to any of his opponents. That's what he said. I find that hard to believe based on his personality. But he said that on Undisputed, that he never talked junk to. He just went out there and did it.
I can kind of believe that. I think he was more showboaty and not just talking junk to people, but he liked to showboat a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So but showboating is kind of like talking trash to someone too. You know what I mean?
But if let's say for instance my son, this is what I would teach. Man, don't go there and talk no shit to him. Don't say nothing.
Facts.
Just whip their ass and then give them maybe that look like.
Tim Duncan style.
Yeah, don't say nothing. That's what I would teach my son. When they look up at the scoreboard, fucking 45 points. And you like, this motherfucker. That's what I would
absolutely
teach.
Keep yourself humble and just let your game talk for you. You know what I mean?
I don't like all that shit talking.
Yeah, same here.
But I do like the celebrating at the end of when they got a touchdown.
A touchdown? Yeah, of course.
I don't know why they
when the NFL
away.
Took that away. I
hated
when they did that.
They don't know
so stupid, man.
That made the game even better.
Right.
Because you be watching like, what are they going to do next? Kind of like baseball. I don't give a shit if your ass want to pump yourself up with performance-enhancing drugs. I do not care. As long as you knock that ball out the fucking park, like Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, that's the only time I watch baseball. You see how many they're going to knock out this time.
So
if you want to shoot yourself up, I don't give a shit.
I hear you. Like, I don't care either, but it makes it unfair for the people who aren't doing it. You know what I mean?
You better do it. That's all I'm saying.
But those things can kill. Like, you could be fucked up for the end of your life. You know what I mean? That's a risk. Do you really want to take that risk? And then I also heard
everybody grown.
Hold on, Danny. Hold on. Like, here's what I heard: steroids make your pee small.
I heard that. I think there's a difference between steroids and performance enhancing drugs. The
A little
steroids.
bit. A little bit. Yeah, I agree. But let's say
Now for football, I wouldn't want to, man, because you could kill somebody. You hit them the right way, but you can't kill nobody with baseball hitting the ball out the damn stadium.
okay, but let's say you in baseball, right? And that's one of the side effects. They're like, here, everybody's doing it, but it's gonna make your pee small.
I'm saying that's up to you now. I ain't gonna do nothing that gonna mess up my jump.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you want to do it and I can watch it, then I don't give a shit because I don't play in Major League Baseball. So I ain't like, hey, okay, motherfucker. Yeah, you hit like the Hulk, but you looking like damn Papa Smurf in the bed. So that's up to you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, let's say you were in Major League Baseball, right? And they're telling you, you're hitting them good, but if you take this, you'll be like the Mark McGuire of this year. You'll be destroying it, but it makes pee small.
First time I get messed up in the bed, I'd be like, nah, I don't need this shit here.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But nah, that's okay.
I would be like, I'm good. I'm good. Hey man, I'll be mediocre. You know what I mean? I'll be mediocre.
Yeah, just let me. I'll be good in another aspect. I ain't gonna be a home run king.
Facts.
Somebody
it did make the NFL.
Yeah. Only thing I cared about baseball was like that. I would watch the home run derbies and stuff. All the stuff. I don't care about that.
Yeah. I think Chris has some noise from your background, Chris.
Yeah, something's going on.
Yeah.
We hear it a lot.
Hold on.
Mute your mic. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's you. So got your kind of noise, yeah.
Like it's picking up something.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it's better.
All right, gentlemen. Last topic. Boom. Will the GOAT, Mr. Brady, will he win tomorrow? Because the Las Vegas is saying that he's going to win by 11 points.
Show your picture again.
Will the GOAT win against the Saints tomorrow? He is picked to win by 11 points. He is in the last 3 outings they've lost to them. Skip Bayless says that the Saints has his number. I can't think of the defensive coordinator, but said he has Tom Brady's number and he's had it for a long time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Skip Bayless said. Let me finish. Skip Bayless said if he wasn't such a lover of Tom Brady, he would bet a large sum of money that Tom Brady will win, but definitely not by 11 points. Shannon Sharp is on the other end saying there's no way he would pick, I think it's Tyreek Hill or some Hill guy who's a quarterback to be able to defeat them. He said because they were planning for Jameis Winston, not planning for this quarterback here now, and that he think he'll win by 11, if not more, tomorrow. So my question is, do you think Brady will win? Because if he wins, he will secure the first spot in the playoff berth. Clinch.
Yeah.
He will clinch the playoffs.
They're gonna clinch their division, right?
Yep. If he wins tomorrow,
they're gonna win tomorrow.
And at home, they are almost unbeatable, is what Shannon and Chris said. Shannon and Skip said. Away is when they have issues. Tomorrow, I'm not sure where they're playing at.
So before I answer this question, who you picking tomorrow, Danny?
Oh, I'm picking Brady, bro.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm picking him too. I'm not going with the Saints. I got to pick Brady.
Do I disagree? Disagree? Go ahead. Especially
just one last thing. Especially with the fact that they can clinch, that's going to be what's on Brady's mind. Is if we win this game, we clinch a spot, and we can maybe coast through the rest.
Now they're playing at Tampa Bay, but New England has won 6 straight games versus Tampa Bay.
New England? They're playing playing New England.
No. They're playing the Saints.
The Saints. Oh.
I'm sorry. New Orleans has won the last 6 games against Tampa Bay.
Holy shit.
How many? 6 games?
I like to go with history. You know what I mean? And that's some.
See, that's a
for
gimme.
your ass.
Usually I don't give y'all these little nuggets I have on my thing. That's why I make some of my picks. I'm gonna give you that one. They lost the last 6 games.
I am so far ahead of you guys that I might.
Yeah, I know I can't catch up. I can't.
I might take the Saints. What do you think, Chris? You're muted though.
No, I'm not. I'm back.
Now you're good.
It's. I get the whole got their number shit. It's like Miami when he was at New England. There are some teams that just seem to be able to do something to you. Could it happen? Yeah. We're not betting, but am I going to bet on that happening? No. Brady should win. 11 points? Probably not, because I do buy into the Saints kind of have his number. So if he wins, I'm thinking it's going to be a close game. But I still wouldn't pick against him because, like you said, Brady's about the playoffs. He'd much rather, if he knows he can get in this week, that's what he wants now. So.
I agree with you. I have nothing to argue on that point. I think Brady's going to win tomorrow because he don't want to dick around and be scrambling to see, damn, are we going to get playoffs? Are we going to get home field advantage? So I think he's going to take care of business tomorrow.
I agree. Mm-hmm. I think you're going to take care of business tomorrow too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering if I should really. I'm like, maybe I should just take the fucking Saints. You know what I mean? I know everybody good. But I'm already ahead, so do I really need to make them kind of like risky moves?
It's almost mathematically impossible for anybody to catch you.
No, Chris can catch me.
I don't think so.
You're down by 8 or 9 away.
Yeah.
There's still what?
I have one.
There's still
4 weeks.
4 more weeks.
Yeah.
Anybody can. I mean, listen, all he has to do is, and I'm not saying he's going to, but all he has to do is have one shit week.
Yeah. And everybody has a good week, and I'm fucked.
I don't see us all picking that crazy far off.
Well, that's the thing. You damn well know I'm not.
Yeah, I don't see no. No, I'm not. If the Jets playing fucking the Cowboys, ain't nobody picking the fucking Jets. That ain't gonna happen.
That's true.
The ones that's so close, or the ones that you know is a sure, or you think is a sure win, is what hurts us all. Because you got to be like, I took a couple of chances in weeks, and some it kind of helped, and some is like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But you got to think, if you can get 3 games in the last 4 weeks on me, you know what I mean? Like,
it might be.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'll tell you that.
I'm not trying to be dead last. I don't want to be last. So
I feel you.
That's what I'm playing for.
Oh, look who's in the comments.
Who? Rogue? Is this where Danny hiding out at? Nah, bro. You know where my DM at. And I don't see nothing from Rogue comments trying to contact me. But you will find me sending 2 links to you saying, hey, you coming on the show? Come on the show. But I ain't seen nothing. I guess selling comic books is really that busy that you can't do nothing. So whatever, but I'm ready. Whenever.
Yeah, I told him already, Rogue. Mike, I was like, yeah, Danny got called out last night. That never escaped you.
And I'm checking my DMs. I don't see nothing for Mike. Nothing.
So we set it up for Monday at 9, Mike. If it were good to
Monday
go, you guys just have to decide what music you want to play. Christmas music.
You can do like 5 Christmas, 5 R&B, slow jam. I don't care.
Cool.
Just no fucking country. I can't do no country. I can't do no Southern rock. No, I can't do none of that.
I could give you some country songs, Danny. You gotta know when to hold them.
No, that's okay.
Know when to fold them.
I could do some old country, like from the 80s or something, but this new country now, because all they talk about the same thing. You know, most countries now, okay, I was on a fishing trip with one of my buddies. That's why. Yeah, the country music, and I guarantee you, I heard about 20 country songs, and every last one I'm talking about the woman in blue jeans. She got on blue jeans, tight jeans. What the fuck? I mean, I love blue jeans in the South. Hey, Southern
Tight
women
fitting
can
jeans. Conway Twitty, tight fitting jeans.
Southern women can wear some blue jeans. I'll give you that. But man, I guarantee you, 8 or 9 of them songs is talking about somebody in blue jeans. I'm like, God damn, is that all they got? Where they live at?
That's
All right.
hilarious.
That was the last topic. So we're gonna go to our picks.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Tell you what, gotta cut air on where I'm at, boy. I'm about to fucking melt.
About to what? You're hot? It's hot.
It's hot as fuck in here where I'm at tonight.
Oh really?
I'll turn this fan on as soon as I get off the
fucking cold as fuck over here, bro.
shit outside this morning. Let's see what the temperature is.
Oh no, here he goes. He's gonna be like,
let's see what the temperature. Right now, guess what the temperature is where I'm at, Anzo?
73.
67.
God damn.
No, I'm lying. It's 70. I'm in Sumter. I work in Manning. But it's 70 degrees right now. It's supposed to start raining tonight, all night. Fuck. You're supposed to be driving to my daughter's house tomorrow. Shit.
Hey, hold on, Donnie. We might have a special guest for a bit come in.
Oh, hell. Who's that? Mike?
Huh?
Mike coming in?
No. Someone who hasn't been here in a long time. Oh, let me just get the link.
The Dallas Cowboy fan?
No, not even.
I don't know who that is. Who could this be?
Yep. I'm sending him the link right now.
Okay, we all picked Chiefs for a Thursday night game, right?
Yeah, we did.
So let me go to my app that has the games. Okay. Ooh, this first game is ugly. Panthers versus the Bills.
Bills. All the way.
Bills.
I was going to say Bills. Chris said Bills. I'm saying Bills as well.
Oh, really?
Patriots. Patriots versus the Colts.
Ooh wee. Oh man, can the Patriots keep up their win streak? I'm gonna go with the Pats. I'm gonna go with the Pats.
I'm going with Pats too.
You guys are both going Pats?
Yeah,
they're playing in the Colts, Indianapolis.
They're playing in Indiana too.
Let's make this interesting. I will go Colts.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at this meme right here, Danny. When I'm sending them, there's a meme. It says why Urban Myers ain't kick Aaron Hernandez when he coached him.
Yeah. He's been dead in the truck.
Wow.
I wonder why.
Did y'all get Kyrie coming back? Yeah, we did that the first half of the show. Flash. Come back on a part-time basis. Oh
so
boy,
this is Bills took the Colts. Okay.
There's one for Anzo. Titans versus the Steelers.
Oh, motherfucker. Fuck it.
Pittsburgh. I'm going with the Titans.
Pittsburgh and who?
Titans.
Oh. Sorry, Anzo, man. Your team should have been better this year. Titans.
I ain't sorry.
They said Pittsburgh has allowed 421 total yards per game since week 11. Damn.
I don't want to hear no stats. I don't care. I want to hear it, Danny. Keep that shit to yourself.
What are you talking about, Danny? Stats don't matter, man.
When it comes to Pittsburgh, keep that shit to yourself.
Cowboys versus the Giants. They're playing in New York.
Easy peasy, Dallas.
Dallas.
If Roberto fucking takes New York on this game,
He
then you
will.
know he's just first
He
fight,
said
bro.
it. He said he would not ever pick Cowboys.
And I guess you're taking Dallas too, right, Danny?
Oh yeah. Texans versus Jaguars.
Houston.
I'm taking Jaguars.
Again? Ooh.
Hopefully, they'll be motivated by Urban Myers getting the fuck up out of there.
You gotta have a team in order for
Both of them-
motivation to help you win.
For real.
Both of them 2-11.
Yeah, they're both trash.
Where is it at?
It's in Jacksonville.
Houston.
I know you didn't like to say it like that, I know, but you gotta go with Houston. You gotta.
The Jets versus the Dolphins.
God. Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins as well.
But Jets on like a 2-game win streak or something?
No,
No, they're still 1-0. They're still only
they're
1-1,
three.
right?
They're 3-10.
3-10, okay. Oh, yeah. I think they won the last 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm still taking Miami.
Cardinals versus the Lions. That ain't even hard. Cardinals.
Facts.
Yeah. Cards.
Bengals versus the Broncos. Both of these are 7-6. I'm going with the Broncos.
All right. I think I'm taking Broncos and who? Cincy? I'm taking Cincy.
Cincy. Is it in? Where is it at?
It's in Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Cincy.
I don't like the way this is going because there's a few games that are different here.
I'm going Falcons versus the 49ers.
49ers.
Absolutely, San Fran.
I'm going with the Falcons.
Interesting.
Packers versus the Ravens.
I'm going with Danny's so-called bad man.
Yeah. All right.
They're at home. Going with the Ravens.
You're not taking the bad man?
They don't want to be last.
All right.
See, this thing has stats, and these stats are little notes, cliff notes. I'm reading the cliff notes. Can't tell you all that stuff.
Who'd you pick?
The Ravens.
You did the Ravens. So hey, it's okay. It's either he's gonna be a genius or he's gonna be fucked
Baltimore
up.
is 5-1 at home
Mm-hmm.
this year. They're 3-4 on the road.
Hold on. I want to see something real quick.
Man, that Aaron Rodgers is catching his groove. Baltimore lost to.
Hey, it pains me to go against a bad man because he is bad.
I'm sure it does.
But I don't let my emotions get into competition when I'm trying to win.
I feel you. There's something wrong. This is the right link, right? Oh shit, it's the wrong link. God damn it.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. Next is Saints and Bucks.
Saints and Bucks?
Yeah.
Hold on.
And they're playing in Tampa.
I should have did it like this. Saints and Bucks, eh?
Same to you, Flash,
of
bro.
course.
Hope you good Christmas, bro. Same to you.
See.
Everyone in the chat. Same thing.
Yeah,
Have
same
Merry
to
Christmas.
you. Absolutely. Merry Christmas to
Yes,
you
Merry
guys.
Christmas, guys.
Because there won't be one next week, right?
I seriously doubt it next week, Saturday.
Yeah, right.
I seriously doubt it.
I do too. Of course, I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Okay, we all got Bucks. And the last game, which is a Monday night game, is the Browns versus the Raiders. No, I'm
Browns.
sorry. There's it's the Tuesday night game.
Yeah, some games were moved.
It's two.
Yeah,
It's
they
two
got
Monday.
2 on Tuesday.
It's two. What's up, Quentin?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
My
It's two
bad, bro.
Monday
I
night.
sent you the wrong link.
It's two Monday night games and 2 Tuesday night games.
Yeah. Some of the games were moved.
So it's Raiders and the Browns.
Oh shit. I'm gonna take Cleveland.
And they're playing at Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns.
Browns.
I think Browns.
I'm gonna go to Raiders. Vikings against the Bears. They're playing at Chicago.
I'm taking
Vikings.
Vikes.
I'm going to Vikings as well too. First Tuesday night game is the Seahawks versus the Rams.
God damn. Yeah, Rams. LA Rams. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take the Rams.
Much as I like Mr. Russell, I can't sign that. And Washington football team versus the Eagles.
Washington.
I'm going Washington.
Y'all picking the same teams.
Yeah, because we're not stupid.
They're playing at Philadelphia.
Chris?
Thinking about this. I guess I'll go for Washington because they've been playing pretty damn good. Well,
all right. Picks
are in.
What's up, Quentin?
What's going on, guys? Haven't seen you in a while.
Man? Yeah, man. How you doing?
It's been a minute, bro.
Yeah. What did I miss today? Anything interesting?
In football, we talked a little bit about Urban Meyer getting fired from the Jacksonville Jaguars. We talked about Deion Sanders snatching up the number 1 high school prospect.
Yeah, his team got whooped today, though.
They lost?
Yeah, well, I saw part of the game. They were down like 24-7. And South Carolina State was just whooping on them like it wasn't even close.
I am shocked.
Yeah, I don't really watch college football, but the announcer was saying the same thing, how Jackson State doesn't usually give up more than 2 touchdowns a game, and they had already 3 on them at that point.
What are your thoughts on Deion Sanders being the coach of that team?
I love it. I mean, for the prospect going to Florida State, if you're a DB and you're a high prospect, why wouldn't you want to go and get coached by Deion Sanders?
Facts.
Like, I don't see any other choice. Like,
yeah, we were saying.
I mean, I think I even heard though that it wasn't a surprise because here's the thing. From what I've heard is that Deion sent the invitation and really didn't pressure him though.
no.
He just pretty much said, "Hey, look, this is my team. This is what we're doing. This is what I want." And I mean, if he's able to pull people without pressure, because these teams when you get like, let's say you get Ohio State, USC. I mean, which USC wasn't that great this year, but let's go with Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, Ohio State. Those types of teams. When there's a top prospect, they're all going after them. They're throwing them everything they can. They're saying, come here. We got the best of this. We got the best of that. Blah, 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 blah. If Deion Sanders just walked in and said, here's your invitation. Come by. I'll show you what we got. And that's all he did. And he got this guy from these other teams. Yeah, they're all shitting right now. They're like, holy fuck, what do we do?
But it also helps that his team does so well. Like Jackson State was like 11-1 this season. Like, it's not only his reputation, but he's proven it.
Because of today, it's 11-2. But yeah, that's what I said. I mean, okay, yeah, okay. So you lost. This is his first season there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to watch it for however long he's there because if he can bring people, it's gonna be interesting.
What division is that in? I can't find it on.
It's in
Southwest. Hold on.
Says SWAC. They call it SWAC. SWAC. I don't know what it stands for.
It's the Southwest. Yeah, they lost 31-10. That's Western Athletic Conference. It's one of the small ones, but it's got like 15 schools in it.
Mm.
It's got all the A&Ms, like Alabama A&M, Florida A&M.
They lost. What was the score?
31-10 against South Carolina State Bulldogs.
Damn. They got hyped up, man, because that's the first time a sitting president, I think, officiated their graduation. Did it yesterday. That made big news over here in South Carolina. Oh, President Biden, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. I seen your meme today. I told them about it, the Aaron Hernandez one. That's just funny.
Urban Myers is fucked up, man. Like, this guy was kicking people, and when he was benching Robinson for no reason, like, it's sometimes the coach. I find that college coaches don't translate well into the NFL.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah.
You remember, man, you talking to men and not boys. You gotta take a different tone.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, if you want to do that, you better go and have that private talk before. Hey, look, I'm gonna have to get on you a little hard out there because, hey, you're the leader, and if I can do it to you, then the team will accept it. But if you don't have that conversation, you come at me all crazy. I'm gonna look at you like you fool.
Right. Especially your first year on the team, man. Your first year there, you got to get to know your players before you just start jumping down their back, right? Because all personalities are different. Some people may not take it the way you think they're going to take it. And next thing you know, you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
You get choked out and shit, so you never know.
His big mistake was trying to get Tebow on that team. Like, he kind of lost credibility for doing that, and then apparently it all went down. I don't really follow Jacksonville, but apparently it all went downhill from there.
I don't think any of us really follow Jacksonville right now.
No. I think the Falcons gonna come in and get that win tomorrow. Though. What you think?
The Falcons? Oh really?
Boy, that wasn't like hitting the brakes. She's like, what?
Oh,
what?
Quentin, you're lucky Roberto wasn't here. That's why I remembered to message you, because last time we were talking, he was like, "Oh, I hope Quentin comes in here because I got some shit for him."
Oh, Roberto's all brave now because his team's winning.
Well, I mean, they're still trash. Danny's team,
but they're only one game ahead of us, so that ain't nothing to really be tooting your horn at.
Why?
We 6-7, y'all 7-6. Okay, really? Really?
No, but
Quentin knows Washington is shit. I mean, San Francisco's garbage this year.
They're not okay. I'm not going to say, and I'm trying to be unbiased, realizing I'm wearing a 49ers hat right now.
Right.
They're not playing to their potential. Like I watch them every week, and I curse Garoppolo every damn week. I can't stand Garoppolo, man. I really hate that guy. But
hey, Quentin, I'm just saying, your team is 6-7. Another team is 6-1.
I don't know whose team you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about, Donnie. Like, that's confusing me. Like, well, who are you talking about?
Okay.
But
my name is Tomlin. Does that ring a bell to you?
Oh, so I didn't say shit, but you're coming on me now. Okay.
No. You say your team just a shit like Washington.
Oh man.
Good point.
Didn't they tie the Lions?
I'm not sure who they tied with.
Hey, get Quentin out of here. Get him out of here. I shouldn't have brought him in. Get him out.
But the Niners, I find, the more I watch them this season, the more I'm starting to dislike Shanahan and his play calls. Like, I don't understand some of the stuff he does. Like, obviously, just run the ball as much as you possibly can. Don't let Garoppolo start throwing down the field, because that's when bullshit happens with them.
Yeah. Hey, but Garoppolo was the quarterback that you guys wanted. Yeah, man, that's the quarterback.
Yeah,
right?
And to be honest, yeah, when they traded for him, yeah, all the hype was there because he was undefeated, this and that.
Did you guys not learn from Kansas City's thing where they were buying team or they were getting the quarterbacks that we got Castle from New England?
Mm-hmm.
We got who was the other? Did we get Gerbach from there?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, Elvis Gerbach came from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Alex Smith came from San Francisco. We like between New England and San Francisco, we've gotten our last like 6.
But
for some reason, Kansas City and the 49ers have been like trade partners back when they traded Montana there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what it is though? It's because these quarterbacks come in, right? They're on New England or whatever. New England's a good team anyways. And these quarterbacks come in and we're like, oh, look, these guys are just as good as Brady because they can still win, right? And then they go to another team and they get
fooled, man, because a lot of Belichick, they only work in his system.
Right.
When you try to take that part out and put on another car, it don't work.
It hasn't worked yet.
The only thing that's working now that seems to be Tom Brady.
We got Matt Castle. We got Matt Castle from there.
Yeah.
Who else do we get?
If Tom Brady goes to the Super Bowl this year, Belichick might kill himself.
Hold on. Ask Quentin. Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl this year. Is he the GOAT?
No. You will never hear those words come out of my mouth. You will never hear those words ever.
Thank you.
Y'all ain't fair. You ain't fair. You ain't being fair.
Yes, we are.
How do you
know?
What
are your reasons, Quentin?
I know how you think. What is your qualifications for a person to be qualified to go? Tell me, Quentin.
Well, you have to have never lost the Super Bowl.
What?
Because for years,
I can't go there.
Wait. Let me explain this.
Has there been a person who's never lost a Super Bowl and won more than one?
Yes.
Who?
I'm sorry?
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
Who has never lost a Super Bowl that went?
Joe Montana.
More than once.
Joe Montana won 4, never lost the Super Bowl.
That's true.
So automatically makes him the GOAT because he went to 4 Super Bowls and won all 4.
I told you. I think the Montana's in the talks.
You have to. Okay,
has
Troy
Aikman lost the Super Bowl?
Yes, I think so.
No,
I don't think so.
No,
he only won 3.
Right, he won 3, but he's never lost one because every time they won. They lose in the conference, but well, they did lose. No. I
don't think Troy Aikman has never lost.
Troy Aikman's never lost a Super Bowl, so you're saying he should be considered a GOAT?
I think Troy Aikman's better than Tom Brady. That's for sure.
Oh my God. Let me see. Where is it at? Where is it at? Here it goes.
Shut the fuck up. You don't tell me how people react to me.
It's
fuck you, asshole.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts? Didn't mommy and daddy?
Danny gave you all of them for that comment.
I would give you Joe Montana. I would entertain that. But you're gonna tell me Troy Aikman of the Dallas Cowboys is better than Tom Brady?
Okay. What are you judging it on? Like, what are you judging on?
Overall
Pure like
body of work.
Skill
Overall
as
body
a
of work. Overall body of work.
Man, Quentin,
are you just
came in here.
Going by how they play?
Quentin, we were on the same page, and now Danny and Onzo are gonna sit there and jump my ass for this.
No, I didn't say that.
Troy Aikman is nowhere near the quarterback that Tom Brady is, and I have to say that. And they're gonna look at what you're making them do. Look at what you're making them do.
Clip this, Onzo.
Yes,
clip this, Onzo.
I'm clipping it.
Thank you, Quentin. We appreciate it, brother.
You better clip the Troy Aikman part too, because I ain't doing. Listen, I will go back and clip The whole thing.
It's okay. So
You made me defend Tom Brady. What the fuck?
I'm not a fan of Tom Brady at all. Like at all.
Just because you ain't a fan, you can't discredit the man's greatness.
I'm not a fan.
Okay, I'm not a fan of LeBron James, but the motherfucker great.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Tom Brady's a garbage player. I've never said that. Okay. But whenever I don't agree with Tom Brady is the greatest or whatever, people think, oh, Brady, you're saying Brady's trash. I'm not saying he's trash. I'm saying that he's an exceptional quarterback that benefited from an amazing Hall of Fame coach.
Okay, so he's not benefiting from an amazing Hall of Fame coach now, and he's on his way to a second Super Bowl if he gets there.
Tampa Bay, before he got there, the year before he got there, okay, they were 9-7. Okay, Winston, even though, and I know you're going to say he threw 30 interceptions, I understand that, but he also threw 33 touchdown passes and passed for over 5,000 yards. So, and wait, let me finish. So then in the offseason, this man had like LASIK eye surgery. So whatever the issue was, Tampa Bay wasn't like a bottom tier team, and all of a sudden Tom Brady got there and he just like lifted them like the Jesus. Like they were a decent team and just need one or two more pieces. So what they did,
which was a quarterback.
No, they didn't only bring in Brady though. They brought in Gronkowski. They got AB in there. They mimicked the Patriots offense to suit Brady, which every team does. I understand, but it's not that he just lifted them like out of his sheer will of his own. They had a half-decent team that they brought in extra pieces to make Brady comfortable, which made their offense go that much further. They already had a very good defense to begin with before he even got there.
I'm not doubting that, but would they have gone to the Super Bowl? Because we often heard him say, "You can get us there, but you can't get us over the hump." That's been said about a lot of players. So Brady was the piece, and you can add Gronkowski if you want to. He would have been a factor this year. You can add AB. He's not a factor because now he got suspended for the next 4 games. So the only constant is Tom Brady. Tom Brady was that piece that got him over the hump.
Facts.
Yeah, and Arians was smart enough to mimic that system that Brady came from.
You can't blame him. You can't.
I'm not. I'm just saying. People act like Brady is like he dominates.
If Brady's systems work, okay. If me and you are cake makers, you make chocolate cake, but my chocolate cake tastes just better than yours because the icing is a little bit sweeter or thicker or whatever it is, and mine just tastes a hair better than yours. Then why are you going to discredit me for being the best cake maker just because my cake tastes better than yours? You can't do that.
Okay, so with that scenario, if you go to you buy a cake, say this is the greatest cake ever, do you acknowledge the baker or the oven?
I know it's a baker because how the hell
exactly? So the baker in that situation is Bill Belichick and Tom Brady's the oven. Yeah, Belichick made the game plan. Brady just did what he was told.
Okay, so if that's the case, why ain't the oven making just as good as cake now? It look like now the cake good out. Now the cake
they're using the same recipe the original baker used.
Okay, so then the other baker is using the same recipe they were using when they took out his pot, and they weren't doing as good. It's only this year where they started to pick it up. Don't ask me what happened, but they started playing good at the second half of the season, right? But all before that, they were trash.
Okay, so now that you see them in the last few weeks, they've been really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't they look exactly the way they did when Brady was there?
No.
Doesn't that offense look exactly the same?
No.
They're winning about running more. They're winning about running. They're not winning about
running
passing.
the ball a lot more.
Yeah, but Jones is still throwing those 10, 15-yard passes and then letting the receivers do the yards after catch, right?
Yeah, he doing
there's
that.
There's a few, but
the running.
That's the same thing Brady did.
But
I'm not saying Brady's not good. He's an exceptional quarterback. I'll give him that. He's the smartest quarterback I think I've seen play. He knows the game of football. He knows how to play to the defense's weaknesses, but it's not. He doesn't do anything exceptionally better than everybody else.
Let me ask you this real quick then. Do you think that if Joe Montana was playing in the same era as Brady. Let's take Brady out of this era and say Joe Montana's playing this era. You think they have 4 championships
What do you
without
mean?
losing? You think he has 4 Super Bowls without losing any?
If they played now, if you
Yes.
move that team to now,
That team
they
to
have
now,
6.
yes,
They have
Yeah.
6 or 7.
without losing a
Yeah.
Super Bowl. There is
Sure.
no way. Not in this day and age
I'm going
football.
to I'm going to tell you why. It's because the way that the league, again, the rules, the protections for quarterbacks that he didn't get back then, things like that, he would have played for longer and he would have played at a much higher level. And again, you're talking Jerry Rice was on that team and he was a beast when he was on that team. You had a great defense on that team.
But there is no way. I agree with you. No, I agree
What?
with you. They may win more championships, but there is no way they go undefeated. There were way too
I
many
don't know,
good
man.
teams this year. There's
Listen,
no
they went
way.
up against Dallas teams that were great. They went up against tons of, and then again in
and they've lost to those Dallas teams. But Chris, they lost to those Dallas teams without even making it to the Super Bowl. So
I understand,
you
but
can't
listen.
tell me that they wouldn't have lost to
on.
Pittsburgh Steelers or a Green Bay or whatever.
In the mid-'90s, though, that was Steve Young. That wasn't Joe Montana.
Joe Montana's lost to Dallas in the conference finals too. What are you talking about?
No, but you're referring to the Cowboys in the mid-'90s. That was Steve Young.
That's true.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is even with Joe Montana there, they've lost to the Cowboys in the conference finals.
Listen, Joe Montana would have never gotten hit as much. He would have been much more nimble, longer, because they're playing in today's rules. Today's rules favor. Could you imagine somebody like Jerry Rice in today's rules? Oh my God, that guy would have burned everybody.
Chris, I understand what you're saying. I get that. But what I'm trying to say is that the teams now is parity. There are a lot of teams now that were better than when San Francisco was on top. So you cannot tell me that they would have won 6 Super Bowls without losing 1 or 2. It's just wouldn't happen in today's game.
I don't agree. I agree. I'm agree with partly what Anzo said, because we all said that one of those games against the Giants was a fluke when Eli beat Tom Brady. Caught the ball. The guy caught the ball on his helmet. That was a fluke. That was a fluke. So the same way the fluke happened against Tom Brady, a possible fluke could happen against Joe Montana. So we can't say without 100%. Now I will agree with you that they would go 6 or 7 times, but not win all 6 or 7 times.
Right.
I'll give you that.
I'm saying that there's a damn good chance that they would win all of them.
I'm just saying I will agree with you.
But again, you're right. There's no way of knowing.
Times, just like
I think
everybody thought that Seattle was going to win that second time, but Pete Carroll did something stupid, let his ego gut in the way, and fucking instead of let Marshawn run it in, he passed it, and look what fucking happened.
And nobody expected the Giants to beat New England those 2 times. Nobody did.
No.
That's the whole reason. Like, if Tom Brady's the greatest, he should have smoked the Giants both times they played.
Not necessarily.
No, that's just
you just said it yourself. No one expected them to win.
Exactly. Any given Sunday, like Danny
any given
said.
Sunday, anybody can win. Anybody can get an upset. Any given Sunday. That includes Super Bowl too.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Montana lost the heavily favored Super Bowl. Just saying.
Oh my
God.
Maz Mama Bear said it's not one ingredient that makes a superior cake. It's quality ingredients and knowing how to bring out the best in them to make it work together ideally.
Yeah.
Tom Greedy is just a superior ingredient. I agree with what she said. Superior ingredient.
Yeah. Tom Brady smokes Joe Montana. I'm sorry.
I ain't saying he smoked Joe Montana. I'm just saying his body of work is better than Joe Montana.
Way better.
That's what I'm saying.
He's also played how much longer though? It's in his 20th year. Like, I'll give him credit for that. The fact that he's playing at a high level at the age he is this long, I'll give him credit for that. Like, I don't know what this man does in the offseason, but it seems to be working.
But if he was playing in Joe Montana's year, he wouldn't be playing this. He wouldn't.
No, there's no way. Not with Reggie White and LT.
He doesn't get touched. That's why he's able to play. So
I will agree with you that what contributes to some of his greatness is that the rules change to benefit quarterbacks. I will give you that. But you can't blame Tom Brady for that because he's playing with the same guidelines, provisions
as everybody else,
as all other quarterbacks, and he's better than them.
But you're saying, okay, so you can't blame him because of the rule changes that made it more advantageous for a quarterback. But you're saying he's better than quarterbacks that didn't have those same advantages, but still.
No, I'm saying with the quarterbacks now. The quarterbacks now that are benefiting from the rule changes that protect quarterbacks, you can't hold that against him because they're playing with the same benefits and rule changes he is. I can't say that for the other ones.
It's just like what Chris said. If Joe Montana was playing with these rules, he would smoke everybody. There's no way. There's no way.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Montana.
I agree with y'all 100% that he would go multiple Super Bowls, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever number you want to put on there, I will agree to it. All I'm saying is there is no guarantee he will win all of them.
There's no guarantee he would lose. Listen, again, your percentage of his chances of losing are as good as his chances of not losing those. Nobody knows that factor. We can't go and find that factor. I'm saying there's a higher probability knowing of Jerry Rice and was Singletary on his team? Was that?
No, Mike was on the Bears.
Not that one. No, where was
the receiver?
No.
It was Ronnie Lott.
Yeah, Lott. I mean, listen, in this, just Jerry Rice and Joe Montana and the rules today, people would be afraid because Jerry Rice would sit. Jerry Rice did crazy things in his day when they could literally jump on your back before you caught a ball. I mean,
bro, we not
today. I'm just saying
whatever you said, we agree with. But the same way those two flukes with New York beating Tom Brady, who was a heavily favorite, it could be the same two flukes that happened with James that happened with Montana.
Right, and this is what I'm saying because of the parity and how many teams were so good, the probability of him winning all the Super Bowls he went to is a lot slimmer than him winning than him losing. I'm telling you, because you had so many great teams in the past 10, 15 years, like great teams. They would have had a hard time with some of those teams, regardless of whether you have Jerry Rice or you have and Steve Young on Joe Montana, same team. They would have had a hard time getting past some of those Steelers defenses, some of those New England defenses. They would have had a hard time. Can't tell me. I will not believe that they would.
I ain't saying it ain't possible. I'm not saying it's not impossible. I'm gonna say it's highly unlikely.
But my thing is I think that is a factor that we both have to agree with one another. It's possible, and it's not. It's possible that he could have gone undefeated, but it's just as possible that he might not.
Right,
go undefeated.
It is,
and that's the hard thing. I am just saying that I think somebody like Joe Montana, if he started at the same time as Tom Brady, but we're talking about we already know what Joe Montana did with his career. We get that Joe Montana again, and he starts at the same time that Tom Brady did. I think he lasts 20 years under the rules that he went with.
Let me give you a hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
You got $100,000 to bet, and Joe Montana's in his prime playing now, like Tom Brady is, and the bet is you're gonna bet a whole $100,000 that he's gonna win 10 straight, or a whole $100,000 that
10 straight.
He might not. Well, six, whatever number you want to put.
Let's not even say straight. 10 straight. Let's just say 10. No. How many Brady has? 10. Let's just say it doesn't have to be straight. Just 10 Super Bowls.
I think Brady got 7 Super Bowls, don't he?
No, he's got 7 Super Bowls. He's been to 10.
Okay, so he got 7, right?
So how many would Montana win out of 10?
But he's been.
Let's say he's gonna win 8.
I'd put $100 on it.
No, would you? No. Would you? I'll say this: would you bet 100,000 that he would win all 10?
No.
Exactly.
But when you go to 10, I said 6. I didn't go all the way up to 10. I would bet
10 because
I would bet he'd win 8 out of 10.
But I said 10 because if you're saying that he's better than Tom Brady, then he has to go to 10 Super Bowls if he's playing at that time.
And you got to go and win at least 8 of them.
And
you just have to go there, or you have to actually win it.
No, you have to win there.
You're saying in order to be the GOAT, you got to win everything.
Right.
That's not true.
So because you guys are saying he's undefeated, and you're thinking he'll be undefeated, so he has to go 10 times and
I'd
win.
say the probability is higher that he could do it in today's age.
Absolutely,
No, that he could. No, that he could.
I think
I'd
he
say
should
the
go to
probability
10.
is higher
I don't
that
think he
could
can win 10. No, I would not bet my money on that.
Nope.
I bet my money that he ain't gonna win all 10.
I don't think anybody can win 10 Super Bowl.
I wouldn't put 100. I'm just saying I wouldn't put 100 grand on it.
This is the
If you
only
let me put
quarterback.
1,000 on it. I'll put 1,000 on it. That he'll
Tom
go 10
Brady is the
now.
only quarterback that went to 10 Super Bowls and won 7. Nobody else has done that.
How many of those were because of him, though?
I don't give a shit. He's the one that getting the damn. He's the quarterback of that team.
That's what I mean. That's what I love about, like, okay, so he was in 10 Super Bowls. I'll give him that. That's an accomplishment. His team won 7. That's what people forget. They always say, like, I watched some highlight last week. Oh, Tom Brady beat so and so. No, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat them, not Tom fucking Brady. Like, there's
we all know. That
yeah, I know it's the quarterback, but
that's okay.
It's exaggerated with Brady.
And this is the reason why I say this, because, like you said with Tampa Bay, when they had Jameson Winston, right? They still had a pretty good team. You said that they added little pieces, but they went nowhere with him.
He couldn't get him over the hump.
No, understandably, yeah, but I'm not trying to say Brady's not an exceptional quarterback. I'm not saying that.
I can't tell.
It's just that when it comes down to debating like the greatest, and it's like, to me, it's not only about the statistics and stuff, because everyone banks on Brady. Oh, he won 7 Super Bowls. 2 of them were last-second field goals. One of them was a gift from Pete Carroll. No one can say different. That was a straight up Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Here you go. Here's a Lombardi trophy. And the one he won the MVP for, I think it was it
one he shouldn't have even gone to.
Yeah, one of them, he actually gave the MVP truck to James. I think it was James White, the running back, because he deserved it in that game because he was the MVP of that game. And even Brady said so himself.
Well, let me ask you this question.
The tuck rule, he shouldn't have even been there.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like that's what I always say to these guys, and they don't listen to me. Is that there's so many things when you look at it.
The only one I give is the tuck rule one. That's the only one I give, because that was some bullshit. Hands down, that was some bullshit, because there was never the NFL says, yeah, the tuck rule was in there for so long, but I've been watching football for a long time and I've never once ever heard them call it, never even knew that rule existed until that game. So the truck rule, I will definitely give you that one.
Let me ask you this, Quentin. You are Tom Brady's father. He doing all that, and people say your son's not the greatest.
Peace, Chris.
Later, Chris.
Please, guess.
So you wouldn't defend your son based on all the comments that Tom Brady done, but that's your son. You wouldn't say he's the greatest?
Well, yeah, if it's your kid, of course you're going to say
No.
There's people out there watching their kids play shitty football. So, you did great, Billy. That's a great job. Like,
no. Now, come on, we're talking real conversation. My son did what Joe Montana did. Your son did what Tom Brady. We in the barbershop.
We're having the same conversation we're having now,
bro. I'd be like, man, I get to admit, man, your son is a little bit better, man. My son ain't no chump. He ain't no slouch now. But damn, he ain't never been no 10 Super Bowls. I mean, shit. I'm just saying,
and I get the 10 Super Bowl. I really do. Like, it's an amazing accomplishment to have been in 10 Super Bowls, no matter what position you're playing. But to me, in my opinion, he's been a very good quarterback. He's been a very productive quarterback, but I mean, especially in New England, it's not. He's not the direct reason they won, in my opinion. Like, they might have won if they had another quarterback too. Like, you don't know.
Okay, well,
it's an unpopular opinion. I know everyone jumps on me every time I say it, but
so you don't. So a quarterback goes to the Super Bowl, right? Plays a great game, but they win by a field goal. You always say that quarterback had nothing to do with that win?
No, I'm saying Tom Brady had nothing to do with those games because
I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain he went on a 2-minute drive and got him in field goal range. I'm almost certain that it's the case.
Those are long. How long were those field goals that Vinatieri kicked?
I don't give a shit if they're 1 yard or 101 yards.
Well, no, if you're saying, okay, if he leads the team down to the 15-yard line and it's just a regular like 37-yard field goal or 27-yard field goal, yeah, I'm giving that to the quarterback. But if he's kicking 55-yard field goals to win the game, the quarterback didn't do that much. They're still on the 40. Like,
Well,
he didn't
But
drive
what
them
if,
that far
what
down
if
the
the
field.
what if the what if the quarterback took them there from the 1? You gotta understand.
You're playing devil's advocate.
Okay,
No, I'm saying.
most
But
of the
you
time-
said he had nothing to do with it. But
Most
what
of
if
the time, he
took them
take it from the
one?
20. From the 20. They
Right.
kick off and they do a touchback. He start off at the 20-yard line. He working from the 20 to, let's say, the 45-yard line. He did his job because he only got so much minutes. He can't extend it. He can't extend the time limit. But if he worked within that minute, say he got 35 seconds, he does that in 35 seconds. Get him within there, and he kicked the field goal. Did the quarterback do his job?
If he's the greatest, should they even be in that position at that
I
point?
tell you
Oh
what,
my God!
I wish Tom Brady
I'm
would go to
just
San
saying.
Francisco. I wish Tom
Okay,
Brady
we're
would
gonna
go
go
to San
back.
Francisco
We're gonna go back
next year.
and forth because Montana won close Super Bowl, and when he closed it out with a touchdown pass and led the team down the field 93 yards, and then scored and won by a touchdown. There was no last-second field goals.
Other than Randy Moss, what other All-Pro
Here
receiver
we
has
go.
he had?
It's the same thing. The
No, it's
same thing
not.
I hear from Lonzo. The first Super Bowl Montana won, Jerry Rice wasn't even on the team. What are you going to
But
say
he
about
had the
that?
other guy. Who had the other guy? What's his name? Chris Collinsworth. He's a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hall of Famer. I ain't
Chris
making this shit
Paul
up.
is in the Hall of Fame?
I sure do
Yes.
believe he is.
I'm surprised. I didn't know that.
Let me look it up to verify.
Yeah, so it's not like Joe Montana had slouches either, right?
Wait,
And-
Chris Collinsworth never played for He played for the Bengals.
What was
He
that
played
white guy?
against the 49ers in the Super
No,
Bowl.
there was one white guy that caught that pass. They always show it. I thought it was Collinsworth. What was that receiver name?
That's the only reason why people know who Chris Collinsworth is, because he was a white receiver in the 80s.
Receiver for 49ers during.
It's all good, Quentin. It's all good. I know Roberto's gonna kick himself when he finds out you were not here.
Dwight
Yo,
Clark. That's what I'm talking about. Dwight Clark.
Oh, the tight end, yeah. I'm kind of pissed that Roberto. We played in fantasy last week. I was
He
up.
beat you by his kicker. Yeah, he was. That's what he wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, I was pissed. I was watching that game that Monday. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm up by 17." He had a tight end and a kicker, and I'm like,
the tight end had COVID.
On the COVID list."
Yeah,
he forgot to change him out. I'm like, "Good, I got this. 17 points." I woke up the next. I even saw that the Rams won the game, so I'm like, "Yo, I'm good." I got up in the morning. I'm like, "How the fuck this guy scored 19 fucking points and beat me by 2?" Like, come on. The kicker kicked 2 53-yard field goals.
Yeah, he was talking. That's what he wanted to talk to you about. That's what it was. I remember now. He was like, "I won with my kicker."
Yeah. I thought about. If I had his number, I would have texted him. I'd be like, "You bastard."
And who is Supreme?
Supreme is my boy from school. His name is King G.
I play him.
You play him?
You already beat my ass now.
I'm playing. Who am I playing this week? Is it not you, Quentin? No, it's not you.
No.
You playing Snowfall? You playing Snowfall?
I'm playing Snowfall. Yeah, the dude this fucking dude who hasn't played all season and is still in the fucking playoff run. I'm like, how is this possible?
Yeah, him and what's that dragon guy? Red Dragons.
Yeah. Those two. That's Jose. Red Dragons, Jose Quentin.
And who is I have no chance? He really gets on my nerves.
That's Quentin's boy.
Yeah,
Matthew.
The boy get on my damn nerves. Him and Ozone lost
you know what's
last
funny?
week,
He's
and I won. I'm still in fucking third.
He's a diehard Patriots and Brady fan. Diehard, man. The guy loves the Patriots. I post Patriots memes just to troll him sometimes.
Oh, right now he beating your butt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was glad, man, because I was worried about him, and then I played him and I won. He had a bad week that week, so thank God for that. You know what I mean? Because he was about to take. Actually, he did take first place for a week, and then he lost the next week, and I won, and I took first place back. And then
I give you Derrick Henry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, wait till you want Derrick Henry. Come on, You know you ain't got no Derrick Henry on your roster anymore.
I do.
Why? He's not coming back till the playoffs, and then fantasy's done.
Danny didn't want to get rid of him.
I ain't let nobody else get him.
You don't want a miracle to happen. He shows up one week.
Went early, you know.
Correct. That's correct.
Elliott's trash this year, anyways.
I tell you, my best running back is being Fournette. God, boy, he's been woo.
Leonard Fournette, I know, man.
God, I love him.
And you picked him up too, right? You didn't draft him. You picked him up. I know.
I think I off. Did I draft him? I ain't sure.
And a couple of the fucking dudes Quentin picked up pissed me off too, man.
But I know when I pick someone you want because you send me a text like, "Yo, you want to trade?" Like,
fucking bitch. And then your boy too. I have zero chance. Oh man, he pissed me off too, man. There were a few players I'm like, I'm going to get these guys, and boom, he grabbed it, and I'm like, this fucking guy. And then he tried to make some bullshit trade with me. Wanted to trade Tyreek Hill for Mike Williams, and at the time I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Mike Williams is doing great, but Tyreek isn't doing that great, and neither then Mike Williams kind of dropped off a bit. So I was like, I could have probably made that trade now, but at the time I was like, hell no.
You got a strong bench.
Yeah, because he's been fucking picking up everybody. That fucking Waddle guy that he has, I had Waddle for a week. I was the first one to pick him up. I picked up Waddle, boom, kept him in there. And I think because after that, man, my bench was like...
Waddle is good for Miami, buddy. Yeah.
Yes. I had him. And then I needed to make room because I had all these fucking bye weeks and shit and COVID. So I got rid of him. As soon as I got rid of him, he picked him up. Boom. And then he never dropped him again. I'm like, you fucking bastard.
Shit, I got a bunch with fucking COVID and shit. Fuck.
Yeah, my bench is trash, bro.
Yeah. Kareem Hunt got fucking COVID. He ain't been doing shit all year.
Was he still on the Browns?
Yeah, he's on the Browns.
Yeah, he's still there.
He got COVID. The damn wide receiver from the Jets got COVID. Fuck.
I tell you, bro. Harris, I picked up Harris from New England, the running back. He's been doing great for me. He's out.
Yep. And
Lockett got COVID.
Pollard was good. He questionable this week.
Swift is out. I'm like, fuck, man. What the fuck? All these guys are out, man. Oh, and DeAndre Hopkins gone for the fucking rest of the season.
Yeah, I saw somebody get rid of him. I was about to pick him up. I said, oh, who the hell gonna get rid of DeAndre Hopkins? Then I read. I was like, fuck.
I did. I got rid of him. I'm like,
yeah, I saw.
What do you mean he's out? I'm like, fuck, man.
I don't want him. Yeah,
he was doing pretty good for me too, and I'm like, you're gone, you son of a bitch. Yeah. But I did make sure I picked up Kirk though. I had Kirk and AJ Green just so nobody else would take those guys, bro. So hopefully Kirk steps up his game.
You know who's been a damn nothing for me? Let him pick him up 2 or 3 times and drop him to Boyd.
Yeah,
Boyd used to be good, but he ain't shit.
Boyd on Cincinnati. I have Chase on Cincinnati. He's cooled off in the last couple weeks.
He's been consistent all year.
Yeah.
All year. I have him in another league, man, and he's been consistent all year.
The problem with fantasy is that I have too many players in positions where I don't know who to start sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I got Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, damned if I do, damned if I don't, right?
You know what hurt you too if you got like 3 players on the same team. I had that one you would like I had.
Yeah, I try to avoid that. I try to avoid having too many players.
Shit, you got fucking Dallas, man. I had like Dallas defense, man, get you 20, 30 points every damn week. You got Dallas, and I had Pollard, then I had the tight end Schultz, whatever. Shit, that one week, man, they got me about 50 points together. But then it was a bye week. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get rid of all 3 of them. Shit.
I'm scared that the Cowboys aren't going to collapse this year as usual. That defense looks too scary.
Yeah.
You see, Roberto's been hoping for their demise.
I don't know, man.
Either.
Between Parsons and Diggs, man, that defense is scary.
And then Danny go pick up Pollard, and Pollard was killing it for a minute. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Ezekiel Elliott, like, fuck you. I got my money. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's garbage.
Well, they're sharing the carries, right? He's not even getting enough touches now. Pollard's getting like half the touches. So
let's get the lion's share of them now. But he's
you
out.
know why, right?
He's questionable this year. He's faster than Ezekiel.
Yeah, he's faster. He's better. He's
I
playing.
ain't gonna say better, but he's definitely faster.
Well, he's playing better.
Oh yeah. You should be in Paul versus Woodley too, Alzo, this guy said.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. Absolutely, I will. I'm not sure. I can't remember when it is, but I seen that they're doing a rematch, and I'm like, yeah,
it's tonight.
It's tonight?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's short notice because he was supposed to fight Tommy Fury, but he dropped out like 2 weeks ago, and then Woodley jumped on that chance, right? Like,
well, Woodley wanted the rematch from the first one. At the end, he's like, "We're gonna rematch. He's like, "I ain't rematching you." All right. So yeah, I guess I'm doing.
Listen, I watch a lot of MMA and UFC. Woodley has been shy to throw punches because he got cracked in the UFC. He started swinging, and the guy cracked him good. Ever since then, he seems scared to throw punches. So,
yeah, Jason, I'm gonna do my Hawkeye here at 8:00, about another 45 minutes. I'm definitely am. Also, you gonna cover for me tomorrow, bro?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I may be back in time, but I know we gotta leave like first thing in the morning to drive to my daughter and son-in-law's house. We're gonna spend Christmas with them tomorrow.
Have you seen Spider-Man yet, Quentin?
no, I have my tickets for Boxing Day. It's all sold out here. They completely sold out.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I've been avoiding. Every time I see anything Spider-Man or any picture, I scroll past it on social media. I'm trying to stay away, man.
Yeah, you don't want to be spoiled by it. It's really good.
But I see the people, like I seen what you said, and everyone's saying the same thing. Like it's one of the greatest movies MCU made. Like
it's fucking tight, bro. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. Have you been watching Hawkeye?
Yeah, man. I love Hawkeye. Hawkeye
really?
is one of the better series that I've seen.
Yeah.
I wish there was more episodes, though.
Yeah, there should be more. But for me, it's all right. It's not that great.
I liked it. I liked it better than Falcon and Winter Soldier thing.
Danny, send this guy out of here. What are you talking about?
Why you was ragging me for my opinion? It's just what I liked. I thought the other one was too slow.
Your opinions are fucking horrible.
Because I don't agree with you. Because I don't have the same.
If you would have said WandaVision, you would have said Loki. I'd give you that. But no, it's not better Falcon and Winter Soldier. No.
Anyways.
It's all good. You like what you like. I get it.
I defer to you in this subject because obviously you're more in depth in that than I am. I'm just a casual, like I just follow the MCU movies. Like I never read comic books or anything like that. Like so I just watched the movies, and now 20 some odd movies in, I'm stuck now. Like I can't stop watching them because I'm gonna lose out on the story.
I feel you. Yeah, they're good though. They're decent. Marvel's doing their thing.
I just like the way they continue this same like universe, the same realm, like for all these movies and now TV shows and stuff, and it's just a big ongoing thing. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Send Hawk a Twitter if you need extras.
All right, I'll let you know. All right, gentlemen, it has been another good show. Quentin, you are definitely welcome anytime you want to come on, bro. I doubt we're gonna do it next Saturday because that'll be what, Christmas?
Yeah, I'm so busy.
I'll be busy stuffing my gut, opening presents and
watching Christmas Day football and shit. Yeah, sports.
Yeah, I think because I'm gonna cook me up some barbecue too. But God, barbecue in the South is fantastic.
Where do you live?
South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because Quentin's like barbecue, like no, outside in the cold barbecue, bro.
Right outside my house right now, it's snowing like crazy. It's been a blizzard all afternoon. Like,
oh God, no. Too. Man, yeah. I'd be crying if I was up there. Lord,
listen, I was just talking to my wife today about making plans for spending a month down south.
You need to do it, man. I'm telling you, I haven't seen snow on the ground here. 3 years.
Yeah. I'm looking to go somewhere. My goal is to be, what do they call it, a snowbird? And like as soon as November comes, I'm done.
Yeah. I need to come back. If they talk about snow here, this is what happens where I live at. People close the school down. Like let's say it's supposed to snow on Wednesday, and it's like Monday, Tuesday the school is closed. I guarantee you.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
school is definitely closed. And the first flake ain't fall yet now. It is talking about it. If you go to the grocery stores, there is no water, there is no bread, there is no like cold cuts or very little. And man, it goes crazy. And then if it does actually snow, shit. You won't see nobody on the road, nobody, but essential personnel.
Well, you guys don't have the winter tires or any tractions, right? So you're skiing all over the place.
We don't put no chains on tires. They may put some snow on the bridges.
Yeah.
But other than that, you just drive slow. Or I remember one year we worked. I was on the road patrolling. We must have had about 100-something wrecks.
Damn.
I mean, it was like
because they ain't used to that shit.
Man, like driving that snow, man. It would normally take you about 10 minutes to go to a call, man. You like 45 minutes to an hour trying to get to the call. You only drive like 10 or 15 miles an hour. It's crazy. We can't take it, man. I'm telling you. It was so bad, man. We used to have to guard like the bread place where I used to work at. They would make the bread, like the sunbeam bread and stuff. Mm-hmm. You'd have to guard it, set a deputy out there. The people just come and try to bombard it to get bread and water and shit. They thought they were gonna get snowed in or something, man. America's crazy.
It's like that in the States a lot, though. Every time something happens or any kind of panic, everyone rushes.
When COVID first come out, you probably could sell toilet tissue and paper towels. I guarantee you $1,000 a roll, and people probably would buy it. I ain't never seen nothing like it. And what's the importance in toilet paper? I mean, you couldn't find it. You couldn't find toilet paper. You couldn't find paper towels. You couldn't find Lysol wipes. Oh, man, all that stuff was like gold back then, buddy.
The toilet paper is such a random thing to hoard up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Weird. Yeah.
It was crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like it. All right, gentlemen. Like I said, glad you was here, Quentin. Enjoyed it, man. Been a long time.
Yeah.
Do you have a channel yet? Or
No, I'm not on YouTube yet, but I have my travel business, Travel Only with Quentin on Facebook, but that's about it right now. And that it's like it's going away because sorry?
You like a travel agent?
Yes, I am.
All right, me and my wife are just looking to come next your way next year.
Oh well, let me know. Anzo has my contact info. Just let me know.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for a cheap ass plane ride. Damn, that's the most expensive part of this damn. I look, I'm like, fuck. But the hotels is pretty reasonable. But planes,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Quentin could hook you up with that.
All right. Also, what time you gonna do your thing tonight?
I'm pretty sure it starts at 9, but the fight won't be till 11. So I'll wait till you, huh?
You know, Strong want to do that Spider-Man thing tonight. Oh, that's what he said.
I'm not doing that. I can't do
that.
Okay.
Oh wait, one last thing before I go.
Adam's supposed to be on there.
Yeah, I know, but he already knows that I don't do Saturdays.
I got you.
Yeah.
One last thing before I go, guys. Anzo, I saw your show there on the Colin Kaepernick thing, the special. Mm-hmm. That was excellent. I watched the whole thing. I loved that. It was a great.
Thank you, man.
Did you watch Colin on?
Yeah, I did.
That was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Yeah.
What he went through.
But I was watching your YouTube show, Anzo, and I saw that Danny came out. It was great. I loved it when I watched it.
Yeah. Anzo shows on Wednesday nights, man. Boy, I'd be like, I ain't getting on that show. I'm just gonna watch it, be in the bed chilling. I be damn if that motherfucker don't have a damn topic. Like, God damn. What the hell you talk about this shit for? Because last week I said I ain't going. He said shit about colored versus Negro versus the N-word.
Yeah.
God damn, he did it again.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a nice one for this week too.
Oh God, I ain't gonna look.
Hey, you're welcome to come on if you ever wanna. If you're free on a Wednesday night, Quentin.
Yeah, I go to bed early, but I might stay up one night if you have I'll let you know if I catch it. I'll message you and see if I can jump in.
He has some hot topics, boy.
Yeah, I know. Plus, I need to catch that flack from Roberto for losing that fantasy shit to his kicker.
Yeah, he's gonna get you.
All right, guys.
All right, but I have Danny
again. Guys, yeah. So.
No, you go ahead.
Other than that, guys, OOC will be the last one for the year, and then we'll take a break until after the New Year's. But other than that, man, this was fun. Quentin, thanks for coming on, bro.
Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Hey, not a problem. And I'm Danny K. Comic Chat. Like I was say, this is going to be the last Square One for the year. All our Chaos Central shows are being on hiatus until next year. Tonight, I think, gonna be my last show for the year. I'm almost certain. Here in about 30 minutes, I'll be doing the Hawkeye Roundtable episode 5. I'm not sure when I'm going to do episode 6, the final episode, which comes out next week. I'll figure it out. But also, it's going to be coming for me tomorrow. I may be able to jump on, but I won't be able to host it at all. I'm pretty certain I'll be on the road. But thank you again, Quint, for coming in, man. We always enjoy having you. Sports is always sports is kind of like music, man. It brings people together. So it's good that we can talk about. So even though you said some bullshit about Troy Aikman being better,
I'll convince you one day, guys. One day I'll convince you.
Not with that.
I'll get you on the dark side.
You may get me a little bit with Montana because I like Montana. But Troy Aikman, that shit will never happen. Never. But until next time,
stick around when he closes up for a bit. I want to tell you something.
All right, man.
Until next time, peace.
Square one.